Hello, good day. Welcome to the chat. My name is Ima and I'm your host. How you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to my Naija Watch family across the globe. How you doing? Thank you for being on this broadcast with me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, Naija Watch family. Now is a good time to let your friends, family members, your neighbors. Come on, it's time to let them know that we are here and the chat as is just about to kick off. All right, welcome, welcome again to the chat. Welcome to each and every one of you. If you're just joining, please do well to do the needful. Okay, I'll take our time to remind you of the needful. The needful would be to like this broadcast, share, and invite someone onto the broadcast. The needful also would be to subscribe to our YouTube channel, right? And to also turn on your notification bell. So please do the needful. But let's begin with the likes, guys. Please, your likes have not been encouraging for some days now. For some days now, yeah. So please do also like the broadcast. Please do also like the broadcast. Share and invite someone on to the broadcast. Thank you very much and welcome to the chat again. Yes, welcome to the chat again. I'm saying hello to each and every one of you, to my amazing panelists. Uh, okay, the link has been posted on the comment section, but please do well to like the broadcast before sharing. Yes, please. Do well to like the broadcast. No, do well to like the broadcast before clicking on the link. Yes, please. Do well to like the broadcast before clicking on the link. Please, thank you very much. And I welcome each and every one of you to this broadcast already. I wish this is the point where I say, okay, we're going on a break, we'll be right back. But uh, we don't have that. We don't have that room for that yet. But I look forward to taking breaks on the chat. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, my Ninja Watch family. Are we ready for today? Come on, guys. We need to be ready for today. We need to be ready. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, please take out time to support this broadcast by clicking on the dollar sign to the right on the comment section. Please take out time to support the broadcast, sending a super sticker or super chat. Either of them will do just fine. So, but please take out time to support us, and we'll have a number on here for advert placement. Yes, we'll have a number up there for advert placement. Or you want to make other inquiries, or you want to give a story, you want to let us in on an happening. Yes, also use that number to reach out to us. That's the number on the screen. Use the number to reach out to us. Please take out time to take out time to take down the number. Very important. If you are on here, you're subscribed, you're watching for the first time, this number will do you good. Just take it, Ninja Watch. Reach out to us. You could call, you could drop a message on WhatsApp. Either of them is fine, but please do what to take down the number and reach out to us. All right. Please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also we have the number there. Should you want to do a direct transaction or direct transfer to our account number, you have it right there on the screen. So please, ladies and gentlemen, take out time to support us. I know that we are doing a good job here, but please support us. No, you're not supporting us to go and pick up the latest Range Rover or G-Wagon. It's for broadcast. It's to be able to maintain the softwares that we are using, and I mean everything. It costs a lot to put all of this together on every broadcast. So please take out time to support us on every broadcast. I'm talking about every broadcast. If you're just joining us here and you are not familiar with our broadcast, we have newspaper review Monday through to Saturday, 10 a.m. Nigerian time, and we have the chat. Like today, this is where we have our family roundtable discussion. Yes, in Johnson Emmanuel's voice. Welcome back, everybody. Johnson Emmanuel, I hope that is how you sound. All right, and then we have discussions Monday to Thursdays. 5 p.m. Nigerian time, we have the debates. Come in with your helmet and come in ready. Every 6 p.m. every Friday, we have the Sunday shows with leftists. Just turn on your notification, please. Turn on your notification bell so you get notified every time that we are live. Osagbovo, hi, how are you doing? Osagbovo, you need to say something to me today. Thank you for the prayer hand. Thank you for whatever that signifies, but say something more. Let's be more engaging. But thank you to those that that stream from their offices. Or thank you. Each and every one of you are Sin. I know that sin is relative, but thank you so very much. Thank you. All right. Oh, Canadian label. Thank you. All right. Thank you very much. And I hope the beautiful city of Toronto is treating you fairly. Thank you for being on here. We have a panelist. Yay. But nice. You kept to your word. Good afternoon to you, sir. How you doing?
Yeah, good afternoon, Miss Yuma. I'm fine. So I don't need to ask. I know you're already fine. So
But nice, please ask me how I am. Don't assume.
okay, how are you doing?
I'm all right. I'm all right.
I
But
can see.
nice, thank you very much. Thank you for being on the broadcast. I appreciate you so much, and I also appreciate you, Mary Kimade. How you doing? Good afternoon to you too, and welcome to the broadcast. All right, we need to begin already as we have lots of readings to do. I told you earlier today that we'll be having a breakdown on the PAF budget. That's the presidential. We'll be having a breakdown of it. The presidential air fleet, yeah, and that will be the aircraft. We're having a breakdown. All right, so we'll begin in just a minute. Let's see the stories that we are taking first. We got quite, this is which way Niger. We know we don't discuss just one thing on which way Niger. We bring about a couple of or a number of stories on here. So I don't even know which one we should start from. Okay, let's start with this one. Nigerian doctors. Nigerian doctors in UK lament exploitation uh, and slave. Okay, so this story got a lot of. We took the story earlier today and it got quite some reaction, but we will be taking just a few of it because we have other things to talk about today. Now let's take this reaction. This person says, "I have doctors, non-Nigerians, who work like mad. Must we tie everything to slavery? Not just Nigerians, others, even British citizens, work similar hours and getting paid for it." Okay, that's from Casey 677. And this other person says, "It is definitely not like where you are coming from. You sit in your office, do more of writing and less of working. It is not like that in most countries. If you want to do same, go back home and work less. You work hard and you earn more in other countries." Okay, we'll take this other one. This is from Lagos Luxury too. Says they complained here and they are still complaining in their green in their green pastures. What exactly do they want, abeg? Oh, we have this. We'll take this last one from Shegun Adegoke. Shegun Adegoke says the doctors in Nigeria are used to doing nothing and getting paid. UK is not like that. You work for every money you earn. All right. That's it. I don't know if these submissions are anything to go by. Well, what some are complaining of, the treatment of them being debased where they are not being treated fairly. Notwithstanding your level of certification, you are still brought down to the likes of to do basic things that office admin should take care of, that you with your PhD will be sent on errands. Reactions like this has emanated from this story. And people are saying, if you're not good like that, why not come back home? You can't be like this other person say, you cannot be complaining here in Nigeria and you finally go to your green pastures and you are still complaining. Okay, that was actually funny. Hey, God, please let me not complain in my greener pastures. All right, we'll move to another story. But nice, if you want to react to this story, that'll be just fine now.
Yeah, yeah. That comment is very hilarious. That's a thing, greener pasture issue. That is a. I think it was Lagos Luxury too that make that statement. I
Yes,
I
Lagos.
concur, I concur.
Yes.
Yeah, I concur with what she just said. And yeah, you are in Nigeria, you complain. You are in your greener pasture, you complain. So what do you want people to? What do you want? That is the
But
question. Any
No, see,
single penny.
you are outside, so I can ask you this question. Is that treatment, can you relate to, the the slavery treatment? Can
Yeah, I
you
can
relate?
relate to that. Yeah, I can
Okay, so
relate to that.
they're not just complaining out of the box. This is something that Nigerians or Africans are facing outside in the Western world.
Exactly. That is what we are facing. So let me let you understand this, that for me it's logic. You understand? You cannot expect you to leave your country where you don't have job, where your country don't care, where your country don't care about you. Then you come to another man's land. You expect to become an executive. You cannot expect that. It's normal. And the moment you leave your country, all those your diploma and all of them, they are invalid. Here you have to start from the grassroots. You understand? So that is the system here. They cannot. They will always place their citizen above you. A job that they will give to their citizen, you will not expect them to give it to you when you are coming from your country when you don't even have anything to do. So it's logic. You understand? The job they give to foreigners here is a very difficult job, like what they call the back home legbuke job. You know legbuke job? All those construction job, bricklayer job. That's the kind of job they reserve for foreigners here. A job that you work with your physical strength. So any office job, that one is for their citizen. They don't give it to anybody unless you have to work hard for it. So that is how it is. You know how many of our Nigerians that has this thing masters in Nigeria, they are working in McDonald's here. Security in McDonald's, open doors for people to pass. So those are the kind of place you find yourself, no matter your education back home. If you come here, you find yourself in a place where you will not even expect. You understand? But what you will do in your country, you don't have to complain. Your country, you have nothing. The government don't care about you. So you cannot come here when you still have some daily bread. Then you will still be complaining. So that is how it is. You have to take it the way you find yourself. Many people, they are even washing dishes. People that is graduate back home. You understand? They are working with the restaurant, washing plates, dishes. So what do you expect? My sister, now so we see him. That's just the answer.
So if Nigeria becomes better, you think people are willing to live their broad life and come back home?
I'm telling you, if Nigeria become better tomorrow, this their airport here will feed up people that is willing to go back home. People are living like slave here. Eh? Graduates that are supposed to be working in big hospitals, people that are supposed to be lawyers, barristers back home, they are doing a McDonald job, doing this thing, washing dishes here. So you think those kind of people that will have opportunity back home, they will not go back home? All of them will rush back home. So this is a systematic slavery. It's not the kind of whole slavery, this modern slavery that we are living here.
All right, thank you very much for that. Johnson Emmanuel says, in Nigeria, they generally thought abroad is easier. I laugh, abroad is tougher than Nigeria. People who worked 30 years abroad would tell in Germany, ex BMW, Mercedes Benz are having health issues. Oh dear. Okay. Okay. Okay, I wasn't sure for this. So I wasn't
That,
ready
that,
for this reaction that
that
I
one
got,
that
but
one that one made you speechless.
yes, yes. No, really, because I mean, what we Nigerians, or should I say Africans, what we term as, greener pasture, is it truly greener over there? And I don't know, I think people are not raising enough awareness with the way people are running to. Do they even know what they are running to or where they are running to? Do they make research to know, what life is like out there, or they think just living in the country is better than anywhere is better than, being here right now?
Miss Emma, you have never even thought of the homelessness. It can take you 10 years to find a place to lay your head in Europe. 10
Oh,
years. You can, if you don't have time, if you fall a victim of homelessness, it can take you 5 to 4 years before you will leave street. So that one is another setup that people don't see. Everybody else think that people that is in Europe, they are living well. No, my sister, it's not easy. It's very tough, telling you.
All right. This will be the last comment on this topic that we'll take. Johnson Manuel says, even their citizens work in McDonald's. They do everything to survive as well. It is we Nigerians that always think abroad is heaven on earth. All right. So please, those that are planning to jackpot, hey, you people had better make your findings just right. Know what you are going for, know where you are going to. Just have enough details. And yes, I remember I read this tweet. This is just on a lighter note. Somebody said, if you are coming to, I think, the UK, you say if you are coming to the UK, forget about African food. Forget about all those ones. Just come with origin. That is all you need for companionship. So there is also the issue of companionship. Oh dear. All right. So we're moving on to some other topic. Thank you for that, Brother Nice. Thank you for that, Justin. Thank you for that, all of you on the comment section engaging me on there. Thank you. Let's see what other story that we can take on here. No, we'll take that one later. So we'll be catching reactions from videos. Now, this first video is this happened is somewhere in Uganda. They just celebrated their 60th Independence Day, and yay, happy Independence Day, happy belated Independence Day to the beautiful people of Uganda. While we celebrate with them over here, but something also happened, and we're like, Africa, why us? Okay, you guys just watch this video.
I said this man don't take for this business.
I swear this man don't try.
No, camera.
No, he's on camera. Don't worry.
Come back.
Off that camera.
Open.
Wait now, wait.
No,
Give me that knife. Give me that knife.
Okay, in took him inside.
Hey, man. Kamilu,
Come on your hand.
if I see any soldier for this place, I'll find it. You are not going anywhere.
Gently,
Oh, yeah, that cover up. Kamilu.
Lima one gently.
Kamilu. That cover them up now. That cover them up.
Be careful with your hand. See, this one don't take now.
Don't take now.
This one don't take.
Don't say when they do this. I swear.
That 400 something in my career.
No, don't worry. Let them just so that you not naked him.
Come on.
This boy.
Now, Copra. Come on, everybody. Kamilu. Come on, your hand. You might feel like no matter how you do this one, you must enter.
99 days for the thief. You go and give Boko Haram this so that they will come and attack us in this camp. Don't worry. God pass you.
When we shall come to the way
See, all this one don't take. Look at us.
Now, those one,
This one, they don't lose.
See. Whoa,
All right, so a soldier arrested for allegedly stealing ammunition and selling them to Boko Haram members and bandits. A serving Nigerian Army private, Emmanuel Lolam, of the 156 Task Force Battalion, Manok, in Borno State, has been arrested for gun running. Lolam, who hails from Benue State, allegedly steals arms and ammunition from his base and sells same to bandits, Boko Haram members, and kidnappers. He met his Waterloo while he was moving the ammunition out of Borno State to hand over to his customers. He was intercepted by his colleagues at a checkpoint, and upon searching him, he was found to be in possession of the ammunition. The trending video shows the moment his colleagues intercepted him with the stolen ammunition. So, I mean, this is just one out of God knows how many out there. Now, are we going to keep faulting, or are we going to keep fingering the president in, not keeping up or keeping to his words of Or are these men even planted in there? Or what has happened to the military? Are they now so compromised? We are dealing with them with the oil bunkering, and they are also fingered in insecurity, largely in the country. If these people that are supposed to be protecting lives and properties are the very ones causing the mayhem in lives and properties, then what do we do as a nation? What do we do? Protest that they should disband the military, call for a reform. Who is going to bring about the reform from the head? That we don't even trust the chief defense officer, we don't trust the general, we don't trust these people. We don't even trust the commander-in-chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. No, we don't. Else, when he gives commands like I've given military the command to wipe up insecurity, and everybody's just rolling their eyes. Sometimes we even say amen to those comments on here because we don't trust and we don't take his words. So if they are the foundation or greatly part of the problem, really, what do we do? So the military officers, they now have to start looking out for the bad eggs amongst them and fishing them out. All right, let's see what those in the comment section are saying. Okay, we'll move on to other stories. We'll catch reactions later. And now we'll be going to the national honors that happened a couple. Now, we'll catch reactions of two things that happened significantly during this. One would be the singer Tenny, the popular singer Tenny. She got an award, and Nigerians, a lot of Nigerians are reacting. There's a divide in reaction concerning manner of approach. Yeah, manner of approach. Yeah, or the way she disregarded the president. Let's watch this video and see.
Tenny.
Saying that she was being very rude and disrespectful. She didn't acknowledge or respect the president. She didn't even wait for a handshake, or she just took the award. She wasn't smiling. She said nothing, and she just walked out. And others are like, how are you supposed to smile with someone who has done nothing when they are killing your people? You know, with everything that is happening, who should see Buhari and smile right now? And some are saying that's not the way to treat an elder. That is the president, the most powerful man in the nation or of the world. Yes, the most powerful president of the world. You know, there are backlashes and reactions. So what do you say? What's your own reaction? I brought this on here so that we can have our own reaction and discuss accordingly regarding it. What do you say? Do you find that disrespectful in the least way? All right, we'll move on to another story. Now, this story, you know, every time the president comes out when there is something, it always comes out to say he's shocked and he's assuring us, but is mostly always shocked by the things that are happening. But this particular one, I dare to say for the first time that someone in Nigeria would truly shock Buhari. Let's watch this other reaction. Let's see this video of our president actually being shocked.
And then we have
I'll play that video again. I hope that you can pay attention, or you can zoom in or watch the video, or, you know, see clearly his reaction.
And then we have
Now, that young man is the co-founder of Paystack. I'll show you how this is a picture, an up-close picture of how he dressed, of the dress. Actually, it was the appearance, or the outfit that gave Buhari that look. Buhari was shocked to us. Thank God he didn't have the likes of James Brown there. Oh boy, the president was truly shocked this time around to have seen this man, you know, given the merit award. Yes, this is the co-founder of Paystack, and it's good to see this. So this just goes on to say, do not judge people by their appearance. So he had this one piece, this beautiful one piece on. He had his nails painted. He had lipstick on, or lip gloss, but there was a lip stain on his lips. You know, he went all, and I think that's how he carries himself. I checked a few of his pictures on Instagram, and you know, he has this aura around him. That's him. That's his person. That's his personality, or that is how he carries himself. But that's truly shocked our president. Oh, come on, guys. Please, 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 please. This is me appealing to each and every one of you. Before we continue, do well to support me by sending super sticker or super chat, but do well to support. Do well to support, please. Thank you. And also, like the broadcast, share, invite, quickly invite someone onto the broadcast. Quickly, we'll wait for you. We'll wait for you. Please do so, but please like the broadcast. Thank you very much. Let's see what they say. Okay, Justin Manuel says, very disrespectful to the president and to Nigeria. Justin Manuel goes on to say they lack home training. That's the youth, right? All right. Well, Michael says she did the right thing. Okay. Okay. Very, very rude. It's obvious. Okay. What other comments do we have here? Michael says that's a movie. Okay. We'll move on to which is supposed to be our main topic of discussion today. But let's have this. This just a minute, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So this is our topic for today. Presidential fleet funding rises to 81 billion naira. All right. Okay, so this is going to be a long read, so I appeal to each and every one of you to join me on this. The budgetary allocation to the presidential air fleet has risen by 121% in 8 years. The Punch can confirm. Findings indicate that the President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, has since 2016 allocated 81.80 billion naira for the presidential air fleet maintenance and foreign trips. The amount includes 62.47 billion naira for the operation and maintenance of PAF, Presidential Air Fleet, 17.29 billion naira for foreign and local trips, and 2.4 billion naira earmarked for other related expenses. The presidency has maintained 10 aircraft since the inception of the Buhari regime in May 2015. They include Boeing business jets, Boeing 737-800 or NAF 001, one Gulfstream 550, one Gulfstream V, Gulfstream 500, two Falcon 7X, one Orca Sidley 4000, two Augusta Westland AW139 helicopters, and two Augusta Westland AW101 helicopters. Though Buhari promised to reduce the size of the fleet as part of his pledge to cut the cost of governance, checks reveal that his regime has failed to live up to this promise. In October 2016, the presidency placed an advertisement in a national daily for the sale of Falcon 7X and Orcas 4000. Interested buyers were asked to inspect the Falcon at the presidential wing of the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, and the Orca at Sena Zurich Citation Service Center, Zurich, Switzerland. In March 2018, the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu, told Saturday Punch that the bid amount agreed upon by the two preferred bidders for the two aircraft stood at $24 million, which was the projected sales figure. The presidential spokesman, however, said the unnamed winners of the bids renegade when they were asked to pay. According to him, they came up with a new figure of $11 million for the two jets. Describing the preferred buyer's attitude as absurd, Shehu said under the Buhari regime, no one would be allowed to take a public asset and run away with it for nothing. He added that the presidency was still determined to sell the jets, which he said were still available for serious buyers. In September 2020, the federal government announced that the Oka 4,000 aircraft with registration number 5N FGX-RC066 had again been put up for sale, but the sale of the business-sized jet, which entered into service in December 2011, has yet to be confirmed by the presidency. Please, a small read, but be very patient. However, the National Security Advisor, Major General Babagana Mongono, delivered the two Augusta Westland AW101 VIP helicopters in the presidential fleet to the Air Force. In the 2016 budget, 3.65 billion naira was allocated for the PAF, but this rose to 4.37 billion naira in the 2017 fiscal year. In 2018 and 2019, the allocation almost doubled, amounting to 7.26 billion naira and 7.30 billion naira respectively. Closer observation showed a slight drop by 503.75 million naira in 2020, where 6.79 billion naira was budgeted for the PAFs. This was attributed to the global lockdown following the outbreak of the coronavirus, which stalled flight operations for the better part of 2020. In the 2 years following the pandemic, the allocation almost doubled, rising to 12.55 billion naira and 12.48 billion naira for the 2021 and 2022 fiscal budgets. However, it dropped by 35% in the 2022 and 2023 appropriation bills, which the latter showing an 8.7 billion naira allocation for the presidential air fleet. Now that's all the reading that we are taking on that story. Now, all of this money, my question is the cost of governance, this Buhari's administration. If we are going to be talking about just the PAF from 2015 up to this moment, 2022, we've had to use 81 billion naira. Yes, you could say he has all of that. He needs it for his security, he needs it for that. And the only question I have to ask is it worth it? All that money, is it worth it? What has the government given back? This government, what have they given back to the people? If, you're going to use our money for that, what are you doing for us? For just jet, and we have come to a place where an average Nigerian cannot even travel by air. We are talking about local flights now, and this is our budget for just. But nice. All right, this is where you give your submissions to the story so far.
Yeah, thank you, Ms. Ima, once again. Which one do I deliberate on? This budget issue or Tenny or military?
Yep.
Which one?
Each and every one of them, as in whatever order that you choose.
Okay, let me start from the military. Since Buhari decided to start, since when Buhari decided to put all those repentance Boko Haram into our military, so the military this thing system has already polluted since that time when they now started recruiting all these repentance Boko Haram, as they said, into our military. That is where we now start having all those sabotage in our military. You understand? So we don't have choice. That is how we have to live with it before Buhari will leave, so that the next president that is coming has to sanitize our security outfits. If not, there's a lot of sabotage, there's a lot of Boko Harams in our police force, our military, air force, and all of them. There's a lot of Boko Haram inside. So those people, all the effort of this military, those bad eggs, they are sabotaging all those their efforts. So before they will make up their strategy to go after Boko Haram, they will go and lay information to Boko Haram. The one that those Boko Haram that is in our military. So that is what we are dealing with since then. Then this Tenny, I salute her courage. If that video is real, I salute Tenny's courage, because there is nothing. I don't see anything that people will be saying she disrespects our leader. Well, she has nothing to do to talk about with our discuss with our president. A leader who does not care about his people, who is killing people in a daily basis. That's the kind of leader you will go there to go and smile with. For she to even go there alone, if it's me, I will not even attend that kind of place. I will not collect any honor from that kind of leader. I will not. You understand? Because if these people, if you smile with them, they will think that what they are doing is right. You understand? You need to show them that the Nigerians are not happy. That you are not happy, you are not satisfied the way they treat us. You need to let them know. You need to approach them the way they will understand. You understand? So that thing that body movement that Tenny display have already shown Buhari that Nigerians are not unhappy with him. We are not happy with him. You understand? So I don't see all those Nigerians that is saying she is very disrespectful. A number one man, a citizen, is supposed to be respectful. What are you saying? If he deserve respect, he will treat his people right. The leader, they don't deserve respect, so they don't treat us right, so they don't deserve the respect. Very simple. So that is just for that. This I think we talked about this 8-point-something billion concerning this this thing, planes and all that this man has. So you were saying something that what are they doing for the people? They will not do anything for us because they don't count us as their citizens. You understand? They are there for their own interest. You understand? They will do anything for any Nigerian. That is just for that. These people don't even believe that it's your money. It's you and I money. They don't believe. They believe that it's their father's money as far as they get into that power. And all the resources is with them, is in their hands. They believe it's just for them and their family and their loved ones. So they don't count you and I we even supposed to benefit from anything that concerning that resources of that country. So that is the reason why all the resources, all the money they benefit from it is for their own pocket and their family, with their children, going abroad, studying. If any of their children want to get married, they spend exorbitant money for their children's wedding. Their wife will go to Dubai for shopping with Nigerian resources. They will carry our flight, carry Nigerian Airways, this thing, presidential flight for shopping. So that is how we see it. When our daughter want to get married the last time, don't you hear during that lockdown, that COVID, they use presidential flight to go to this thing, Buhari wife. They went to Dubai for shopping with presidential flights. So that is the way they see it. They believe that everything that belongs to the government is for their personal use, is their family property. So those kind of people that have that kind of mentality, they will never do anything for you and I. They don't believe that Nigeria belongs to us. It's for only them and their family. Very simple. That is how our leader see things. You know, it's not only Nigerian president. If you look at all the full continent, all our leaders, they have the same mentality. You understand? If you talk of Uganda, the same thing. If you talk of Cameroon, the same thing. You know, all the resources of the country, the president use it for their children and their family, their extended family. That is what they don't care about the people. You know, it's only Western world there. They put their people first. You understand? When the resources come, they distribute it for everybody. You understand? So even the foreigner that is even coming will still benefit from it. That is Western world for you. But Africa, the resources is for them and their family. That's all. They don't care about their people. You know, that's just for that. If Buhari could leave tomorrow now, he will tell us he leave legacy of no corruption. That is the next thing he will tell us. That when he was there, he only acquired one mud house in Dara and some cow and some farm. You know, that's what he will tell us. That he's not a corrupt man. So imagine, just look at all the presidents that have ruled Nigeria. And after when they left power, all of them become multi-millionaire. From IBB to Obasanjo and all of them. Where do they got this money from? So there's all those people, they are vampires. There's all the leaders, they suck that country dry. All those oil theft that you are hearing, dry from 90s, when some of our Nigerian cities have not even yet born. 90s, they have started stealing oil, all those are our leaders. Then later you will ask, how the last time journalists asked Atiku, how do you acquire your money? Atiku is telling us that it's just by driving a taxi. Why can't all the old taxi driver become millionaire overnight? Those oil that you are talking about that have been stolen in 90s, that is where they acquire their money. Those people, sister, if we say we should continue, this story will not finish. All those Obasanjo are all of them. The Babangida, these people, they are involved in that oil theft for decades. They'll be stealing our resources, our oil. That is why all of them, when they leave power, they become multi-millionaires. $1 trillion, this thing. And they cannot explain how they get those money. If you ask them questions, they will give you excuse that cannot even hold water. Like what Atiku just told us. That he was driving taxi from Nigeria to Cotonou. That is how he become a multi-millionaire. Me, I will come back to Nigeria and become a taxi driver very soon. Let me see if I will become a multi-millionaire. Miss Siva, thank you.
All right, Brother Nice, thank you for your submission. Okay, a big shout out to Johnson Emmanuel and Uche Jean. A big shout out to both of you. Thank you. All right, those on the comment section, please keep it coming in, keep it lit, but please drop facts on here. Please drop facts on here. King Emeka, how are you doing today? Good day to you. Welcome to the broadcast.
Yeah, good morning. Can you hear me?
King Emeka.
All right. Thank you very much. Let me stick to the topic of the day. The reaction from Tenny on the National Merit Award or a National Award being conferred to her.
Sorry, King Emeka. There's so much noise from your background.
Oh, okay. 1 minute. So, like I was saying, the award from Tenny, the reaction to Tenny's National Merit Award. Well, if going by what people are actually saying and speculating, I think it's a disgrace to her and not to the president. If you understand what it means to be conferred with a national award, It means out of 200 million Nigerians, you have demonstrated exceptional achievements, and you are being recognized by the country that, oh, you are an outstanding citizen of the country. And then you are not being awarded an award. If you don't want the award, just like what Chinua Achebe did, he rejected the award and stated his reasons for the rejection. If you have grievances that you need to express, you can reject the award and say, no, this is the reason why I will not attend the ceremony. I don't want this award. I feel the president has not done well. I feel the country needs to move forward. I feel the promises made by the president have not been kept, and I do not want to accept this award. Thank you very much. But to go there, attend the ceremony, they called your name, and you went and you acted like you just don't give a damn. I think it reflects back on her home training, and not just her alone, her parents. It shows that she lacks respect, she lacks decorum, she's ignorant in my own view. Because I noticed I wanted to give her some excuses. Like, I think she's shocked. She doesn't know what to do. That's the first time she's meeting the president in person. She doesn't know how to comport herself or behave. And she just said, okay, let me just take this picture and just move away. Right? That's why I said, if it is based on the speculation of what people are saying, these are my submission. But if that's not it, I would want to give her the benefit of the doubt that she herself, she probably was like, oh, when you could be nervous, you might not be well composed, oh, okay, what do I do? And then she maybe forgot that she's supposed to pay some respect or homage to the president. Now, I just also want to make this clear. A lot of us begin to say things that, how would I put it, especially those who have not held leadership position in their lifetime. Not everybody will be president in their lifetime, right? To become a president is an extraordinary feat, and that office requires some respect. We have to. Now, I will leave it at this and I'll move to the other topic. I think the one you were talking about, the 81 billion budgeted on presidential fleet, I feel that that's poor journalism. I don't know what they're trying to achieve with that reporting. Over 8 years, you didn't say, the journalists didn't even do a year-to-year comparison. What was last year's budget and what was this year's budget, but decided to put a figure over 8 years. And then did not actually highlight why am I doing this reporting. But if you look at it, you will see that the president has said, I want to cut down the presidential fleet. And they have tried to sell some of them, but the buyers were not forthcoming or the buyers were not truthful. So I will cut some slack to the president on that aspect. And again, we should also note that this fleet is not just for the president alone. The vice president is there. The security advisor to the president is there. National security advisor, and those who work with the president and probably ministers who might want to use the fleets or the airplane to go carry out national duties, maybe anywhere in the world or within the country. So 81 billion, it's a budget. Those of you who don't know how a budget is being prepared, a budget is a comparison from last year to this year, and then might be adjusted for inflation or prices or current operations or current event that might be going on or the current price of specific items, and it will be adjusted for that. Then we should also know that it is still a budget. It is not the actual spend. But the actual spend for the previous year will be incorporated in the future budget. And I believe if the journalist is being fair, the journalist would have stated what the budget for the maintenance, operations, flights, travels, and other expenses related to travels was for last year and compare it. And then again, if the journalist is being fair with the reporting, compare it with other countries. Maybe the United States, how many fleets of airplanes do they have, or probably Canada, or even Ghana. And that you will look at it and say, okay, I think this is a fair reporting. But I listened to what you read. I said, this reporting, I don't know where the journalist is going with this reporting, maybe to instigate anger at Nigerians, to say, oh, why is the president budgeting this amount of money? And then again said 81 billion for 8 years. I think it's an unfair reporting, in my own opinion. I also want to just highlight that we need to be very careful when we make utterances, especially when we don't have evidence. We need to be very careful. Now,
King, I'm so sorry to cut right in, but I actually read the breakdown from 2016 to currently, because the breakdown is right here on my screen and I read it out.
no, I had you right. The first one was over 81 billion, right? Now you did 2016. Now the best way I'm not saying you are the problem. I'm saying the journalists.
No, of course, it's there is no me in the equation. I'm saying from 2015, you are saying that there is no breakdown of all of this. I'm saying there's a breakdown. The cost of operation, maintenance, everything is included, down to about 2 billion naira that is here for drinks, for refreshments. Everything is down here, and I read it out. I did in the morning, but I wasn't very explicit because I told them I was going to bring the breakdown here for the afternoon broadcast. We didn't have enough time to expound on it, so I did. From 2015 to this is here.
That's fine. But
It is the accumulation that has gone up to the 81. It is not just 2022 that is, no. It is from 2015 to this. This year is about 8.1 billion naira. That's budget.
Now you can see. So the journalists looked at this year's budget, 8.1 billion, and felt that money that the amount is not huge enough, and decided to look at other previous years and sum them up. What the journalists would have done, if it's a fair reporter, because I work with budget, I know how to prepare budget, I review budget, I know what it is. He or she would have looked at what was last year's budget and what was this year's budget, and do a percentage increase or percentage decrease, and say, okay, what is the percentage change of this year's budget to last year's budget? Let's review it and let me see what's the change. Because a budget for this year would reflect the actual spend for the previous year. And then you might adjust it for either inflation, current situation, or the current pricing that you think would be for such budget item. So it's an unfair reporting. So if you ask me 8.1 billion for 10 fleets in the presidential aircraft, I think it's fair. I think it's fair.
For a country who is borrowing and we are running that much, I think it's unfair. If you think that the report is not a fair one, but it is not untrue, is it?
No, it's not a fair reporting. That's why I keep highlighting that. The journalist has said for 2021, the budget was 81 or 10 billion, 2022, 81 billion. Then you look at it and say, why the high rise? Why the high increase? Let's now compare. What made this budget level go this high? Why did it move from 10 billion to 81 billion and probably a 71 billion increase all of a sudden, right? In Naira sum. So why? We'll be asking questions. But what the journalist has done was to review 8-year period and then put the amount. But if you also say we have a revenue problem, I keep saying it, we are not making money, but there are specific activities we must engage in. So those budget items we will now have to go and borrow to fund the budget. We'll borrow to fund the budget. You understand what I'm trying to explain, right? If we have sufficient, but again, in comparison with the United States is also running on a budgetary deficit. So having a budget deficit is not uncommon. It's not uncommon, but it is proper to balance the budget, ensure that the money you have is sufficient enough for the money you are going to spend to run a country. Now, I keep hearing this question. The government is not doing anything for us. What I would ask Nigerians is, what do you want the government to do for you? Now, I love this popular statement from JF Kennedy. Don't ask what America can do for you, but what can you do for America, right? Now, as an individual or a Nigerian resident or a Nigerian citizen, you would ask specific questions. What can the government do for me? Rather than making frivolous statements, oh, they are stealing our crude since 1960, politicians are corrupt and eating our money, where you can't even pinpoint those who are doing that. And I would want to state this as fact. It is difficult to steal money from the Nigerian purse, except you are the budget owner. And that means you are the head of an agency, or you are the head of a ministry or parastatal. That is the only way, which means you are the owner of a budget and you must defend your budget, right? And once a budget has been defended and approved and it has been passed to law, funds will be allocated to you. If you have padded the budget, fine. But it is difficult. I will say it is difficult. Even with now, let's even look at the payroll system they are using, the IPPIS. It is difficult now. Why? Because the country does not even have enough money. We need money to fund our expenditures to run the country. Many of us keep speaking without even reviewing our budget. How many people have sat down to review budgets? I will actually have you.
Yes, I have.
Okay, that's very good. You're a different kind of Nigerian. Every Nigerian should sit down and review the budget year on year. What is happening now? If you look at that budget, let's look at 2023 budget. No, 2022 budget.
I'm so sorry. I am literally shaking on my seat here. You know, there are some statements you drop, and I'm like, you saying that it is not easy to steal money from the Nigerian purse?
No, it's not easy. Like a regular civil servant. What I mean is,
no, of course not them. These ones don't have access. We are talking about the big fish here that never gets brought to the book because they are the big fish. I'm looking right here on my screen, and I'm going back to say that the ex-AGF, what did he steal again? This is
that's what I'm explaining. Except you are the owner of a budget. He is the owner of a budget, and he could have access to manipulate and steal funds. I'm not saying people don't steal funds. Don't quote me wrong. I'm not saying people, it is difficult, but we keep saying politicians steal funds. When you say that, name them. If you can't name them, don't make such statements. What I mean, what I'm trying to clarify here is we should make objective, evidence-based statements, right? Like you said, the secretary, the accountant general who stole money, it is evidence-based. He has been caught. Then we'll like, okay, this guy stole money. But don't say politicians stole money. Because politicians, a councillor is a politician. True or false?
Right.
Yeah. So which means you are also looping councillors, looping House of Representatives, senators, governors, and everybody into one loop. We should be smart enough or be intelligent enough to know, okay, you can either say, oh, I have evidence that Buhari has stolen money. If you don't have evidence, don't make that statement. If you do have evidence, you come forward with your evidence. As a matter of fact, you can even make a petition to EFCC. But when we keep saying things, those statements, it makes me wonder that I think in Nigeria, we are unpatriotic. Very unpatriotic, very, very undeserving citizens. Now, Nigeria has the lowest cost of education in the world. Come to Canada. Come to the United States.
America, you're out of track. You're out of track. America.
Can I speak, please? They borrow money, student loan, to go for education. And people spend their entire lifetime paying student loan. If you want to read medicine, it can cost you on an average 150 USD to 200 USD or even higher. The higher you go, if you're doing your master's or you're doing your PhD, you keep borrowing more. But in Nigeria, it is already subsidized. And again, the government is going to give 470 billion to universities for 2023 budget because of the ASU strike, to resolve the ASU strike. Quote me anywhere. My first degree in Nigeria was very cheap. If I have done a comparison analysis with my first degree and those who spend in the West, you borrow money to spend. So now what I can actually say is, what can the government do for us? I think the government can do affordable housing, which we do not have, so that each Nigerian can be able to own the house for themselves, apply for loans via mortgages, and acquire a house for themselves. I also think the government should be able to look at the poor of the poor and provide social welfare benefits to them. But at this point, we are not there in terms of benefit in welfare. We don't have money, so we can't cater for it at this point. So I can give them the excuse. Maybe when we do have enough money, because what they were doing with the $5,000, I think, which program was that? The youth empowerment program, that they were giving out, and some other programs they did. But when we have enough money, I believe the government may cater for the poorest of the poorest, and also for young Nigerians who want to go into entrepreneurship. But in terms of the mortgage, I think the government should draft policy for mortgages that should enable Nigerians to get affordable housing, which is very important. Very, very important. We will want that. That is where I feel one thing, because I will say, that's why I said, what do you think the government can do for you? That's the first question. And I've asked that question, and I said, I think this is what the government should be able to do. But when we are going on the rant, keep casting aspersions, insults, and this to our leaders, I think it's unfair. When you get to that seat, if you are privileged enough to get to that seat and you are trying to do your best and people are throwing insult at you, I don't think you will like it. And they are saying, oh, you are stealing money, when you actually are not stealing. Maybe you might know a few of your colleagues who are stealing, but you have not stolen, and you're trying to do your best. And if you ask me, I think the president is trying to do his best, given the resources that is available to the country. He is trying to do his best, and I can highlight a few of them. The PIB bill that has now resulted to us catching oil thieves, the railway infrastructure, the roads, and also with this budget for universities. The president is trying to do his best. If you don't have money, you don't have money. Forget it. There's nothing you can do. We don't have money. Let's be honest. Nigeria don't have money.
So you're also saying that the government has made, you said if you don't have money, you don't have money, forget. So you think people are not trying, the government has given people that soft landing for businesses to thrive?
Yes, there's the industrial bank, National Industrial Bank, right? I think yesterday, or was it day before yesterday, that I read that there was an intervention fund for agriculture and for Nollywood. What I know, and it's applicable everywhere in the world, people do not have the right information. If you have the right information, you can be able to access those funds. Go to the National Industrial Bank. If you have a very good business, do your business plan and apply for it. If they don't give you, ask why. They will also tell you why. Then you apply again. There's this Empower, yes, the Empower stuff that they were doing for the youth, right? There's their agricultural fund, the intervention funds that they give to farmers for fertilizers. Now we are producing rice. We have rice mill. Now there will be another rice mill in Lagos. There's a Dangote refinery, but that's for Dangote and his private, and that's a private entity. The government is trying, given the major resources that we have. That's why I've looked at it and I said the next president should be able to ensure he has no choice to increase our revenue base. We must. He has no choice. We can't continue sustaining this deficit because you must borrow to fund. And as you borrow, the cost of borrowing goes up. Then your revenue is now going to sort debt instead of you to provide the necessary infrastructures, the necessary welfare programs, and address the poverty concerns in the country. But again, each individual is responsible for themselves. If your situation is not good enough, look for ways to address your situation. If you feel your lifestyle, sorry, I'll round up, don't worry. If you feel your lifestyle is not good, rather than waiting for the government will not do it. You are just a single head in 200 million. Apply yourself, obtain proper skills, get the right talents, get the right information, and address your concern. Address your concern appropriately. Let's stop insulting our leaders. Many of them are trying to do their job, and there are many of them doing it very well. Thank you.
Thank you for coming on to this broadcast. Thank you. All right, Brother Nice, let's have your reaction to this, to his submission.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Ima. This Kingameka, it just reminds me of two Naija. This guy. I will not be angry with you. I just hope that it's one of these our politicians will come to speak this way. You understand? Because the way you are speaking like a spokesperson to our politician or APC. You understand? It's people like you, our politician, listening to, they will be having hope that they are in the right track, they are doing the right thing for Nigerians. You understand? People like you, when you see the kind of condition that Nigerians are living, it's you, people like you, that think giving those politicians that carry on, you are doing right. You understand? When you are not telling them the truth to their face. You understand? My brother, if you continue this way, imagine all of us, we have this kind of mentality. How are we going to change the situation of Nigeria? The way you are just speaking now. I'm very angry, but I don't want to be angry with you. I wish it's one of these our politicians that put us in this situation that is talking this way. You understand? Man, I don't believe you now. I believe you live in Western world, the way you are speaking. If a Western world government treats you the way Nigerian government are treating you, I don't think you will have the same energy to be speaking this way. When you are seeing the kind of life that Nigerians are living, with all the kind of resources and blessings that we have in Nigeria, these people keep it to themselves. They put Nigerians in abject poverty. Then you are coming here to defend them, telling them that they are in the right track. That what do we want? If we're supposed to be asking what we have to offer Nigerians, when we don't even have the basic ability to live as human being in our country. Nigerians are running away. Ordinary Indian, Nigeria will run to ordinary Indian. They will be feeling that they are even out of bondage. My brother, for you speaking like this, I'm just ashamed of myself as a Nigerian. I'm telling you, we are not ready. For real. I'm very, very angry for the way you are speaking right now.
All right, Brother Nice. Thank you very much for your submission. We'll move on to some other person. Grant, hi, Mr. Grant. How you doing? Welcome to the broadcast.
Yeah, I'm good. How you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, good. Yeah, I've been hearing, different things here. Well, I don't know who was speaking before the last guy, before Nice. Well, I think if Nigeria was that good, you feel you can get money, you feel the government is doing well. You're somewhere abroad. You should have probably gone back home and let the government give you all the goodies you've been mentioning. It would have been very good if you can do that. But you wouldn't. I don't know. why that is being said, but everybody with their own opinions. But we all know that Nigeria has been like this for a while, and then we're trying to make Nigeria better. And then I feel there is lots of work to do, and then it has to come from the top. It has to come from the top. If you feel I don't know. It's somehow seeing, people supporting the government. There is nothing. I don't know. Anyways, just move to Tenny. In Tenny's case, I think everybody reacts differently in different. I don't know why people are like, she did this, she did that. What exactly did she do? She didn't shake the president. Maybe she didn't even know she was supposed to, or maybe she just took it and then they both forgot and then she moved, and then she was smiling. I don't see anything wrong with the reactions. The thing is, right now, it's the politics period. So so many reactions to think, but I don't even see anything there that people exactly, or is it the way she took the? I don't even know, because I saw the video. I'm not seeing anything, to be honest. So or maybe she's the one reacting to, okay, we don't like, it could be anything, basically, but I'm not seeing anything there to react to. I think she took her award pretty well, and she was smiling after that. It's not like she was, angry or something like that. So yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that. What else do we? What other topic do we have? I don't know.
The military officer that was caught with bullets.
Oh yeah, the officer. Yeah, the whole system is corrupt right now. So trying to cleanse the whole system is gonna take a while. So it's gonna take a long while. So for that military guy, trying to steal from the army, yeah, I think it's a good development to start catching them, and then making sure that things are done properly. So yeah, I think it's a good one.
All right, Mr. Grant, thank you very much. Thank you for your submission, and thank you for coming on into the studio. I'll come back to you in a minute. Thank you very much, and welcome again.
All right.
All right, if you're just joining in, welcome to the chat on Nigerian Watch. I hope that you have liked this broadcast. If you haven't, please take out a minute. No, take out a second to like this broadcast. Please share, invite someone on. Let's have this conversation together. Do well also to subscribe to our YouTube channel, turn on your notification bell, and show some love by clicking on the dollar sign to the right on the comment section. We have Prince Collins in the house. Hi, Miss Prince Collins. How are you doing today?
Oh, thank you very much. I want to appreciate your tenacity and effort trying to make us have our voice. And I want to appreciate Naija Watch for what he's doing at the game, sir. I want to appreciate everyone. I want to appreciate all the panelists that have spoken. I want to appreciate you, my brother, Mr. Nice, and Mr. Mecca, and the last speaker. I want to say you are doing wonderful work. I'll just be in briefly because I was just at the background listening. I'm a bit busy. I'm at the background. I'm listening, but I just came in because of the way the last speaker, which is Mr. Mecca, spoke about Nigeria and the way he counter the words of Mr. Nice. And I have to come in to actually contribute my quota, because this channel is to really educate Nigerians, not to tell them what they need to hear, but we need to tell them what is actually the fact. So having said that, I'm surprised that somebody who, absolutely supports Nigeria leaders at length, at which this man did, Mr. Mecca. With due respect, I know you have you're entitled to your opinion. As a matter of fact, as a free citizen of that nation, but the fact that we know what is going on right there is sufficient enough for us to speak the fact, so that we'll be able to channel our strength towards, or rather direct our strength towards the best way Nigeria can move forward. Nigeria is not working. So if we begin to say some people are working, some are not working, you are referring to councillors that are working, members of House of Assembly that are working. You cannot refer to everybody. That when a system is dead, it's dead upon everyone. When it's raining, it rains upon the good, the bad, and the ugly people. So when you talk about Nigeria system, I think the first duty of any government is to provide security to life and property of any nation. Nigeria has failed as regards that. If they cannot provide security for Nigerians are dying every day. That government, whatever the government is doing, is a waste. Every budget that is being made in that country, we all know that the budget is not judiciously spent. If the money, Nigeria is a rich country. You made a mistake by saying that we don't have money. I just believe personally that you have interest there. That's why you talk like that. Nigeria, the money they make from Nigeria oil. Nigeria is the 7th richest oil country in the world. And you know what that means? Nigeria is stinkingly rich. And Nigeria can take care of the whole of West Africa if we are properly managed. I'm even surprised that from the last speaker, it's like you are in the western part of the world, where all your benefits are given to you without fear or favor. How can you say Nigeria should go and Nigeria should think of what the government should do for them, or they should go ahead and get what they want? What you want in your house come to meet you where you are because of development, because of democratic principles that have been laid down to favor the people, which is the democracy of party government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Where I live in the part of Europe, I don't struggle to get what I want, what belongs to me. At the end of the year, when I pay more tax, they will send me a check at home that I paid more tax, that I should come and collect my money. I don't even make a step to go out for it. That's a system that is working. I pay my tax judiciously. If it is not enough, they tell me what you paid last year is not enough. You need to return certain things, which is tax return. The system is not working. The people are not being carried along. So why should we hide from the secret and come and support? Oh shit, we don't need to support anybody there. With due respect, you are a member of this. I believe that you are a member of this group, Naija Wash. We are not here to support the things they are doing there, because it's not working. The system is dead. It's dead, totally dead. I open my mouth to say that. I will say it 10 times. It's dead. It's not working. People are suffering. People cannot even have access to health care. People cannot even have just common light. He said, the Bible says, when there's light, darkness move away, and where there's no darkness, people can see. They've taken up that strength from people for them to even open their eyes and see light. People spend their hard-earned money to get water. There's no pipe-borne water that is enough to go around, even in one single community. Nigeria have resorted to digging boreholes everywhere to get access to clean water. What is it that is working there? What budget? Is it the budget that they will bring out? I know budget is a kind of what do you call it? Proposed annual expenditure that they are supposed to do, but they are doing all this thing to favor themselves. The money that is made for security, they do make for security every year. Are we having that security? Things are getting worse every day. The system is not working. If you evaluate Nigeria system, it's not working at all. So no need to say one person is good, one person is bad. Look at the UK government recently. The president messed up, but just the single person, the president, the prime minister messed up, and they were trying to support him initially. The party was trying to support him initially, trying to make sure that they leave him there. But when they saw that it was going to jeopardize their own interest and jeopardize the effort of the nation and bring bad name to the international community, the party went against him and voted him out. That is the way the situation works. Not people who belong to a system. You cannot belong to a system that is not working, and you are still there. You think you are making effort. What effort are you making? If the head is bad, every other body is useless. So we should try for a change. It's not working. It's not working. If few people are working and majority of people are, working against those that are working, then the system is not working. I think what we need to showcase here is that Nigeria is not working. We should get that clear into our mind. It's not, the system is absolutely bad. Nobody is benefiting from it. We in diaspora, we spend our hard-earned money to take our people back in Nigeria. And at the end of the day, these people will say the diaspora have no voice. And you call that a nation, you call that the kind of nation that we should say we want to support. In what way? The diaspora remittance to Nigeria is more than what every other parastatals or body can remit to that nation. But they don't even recognize us. We don't even want peace here because we want our people to live in peace back home. Is that the way it's supposed to be? No, Nigeria is not working. Don't make that mistake anymore. Except you want to campaign for any of the politicians, then you can go ahead and do that. Let us see your clear effort and see where you are going so that you have your support. Nigeria is not working. Totally zero. Thank you so much, and I appreciate everybody.
All right, thank you very much for that, Prince Collins. Thank you for being on this broadcast. A big thank you to each and every one of you on this broadcast with us. Thank you so very much. Please do well to use the $ to the right on the comment section. Thank you very much. But please, guys, please, it is necessary for you guys to support us. So please take out a minute, do well to support us on our broadcast. Thank you very much. All right, Mr. Goodman, how you doing? Good day to you.
Good day, Emma. Thank you very much for having me, and thank you to fellow panelists. Okay, I just came on. I was just listening. Everybody have spoken about Mr. Emeka. I always say it's comfortable sitting in a comfort place and speak good of Nigeria. It's easy, very easy. And I'm not accusing Emeka, but I just want you to know that probably some of you don't know, but I'm not saying Emeka is part of it. Like, to Nigeria is a suspect as well. I want you to know that there are some people, and mostly they're educated people that know how to speak, know how to try to use this convincing tone to convince people. There are people that are in this governors and even the presidential on their payroll that go around online platform to try to support this government, to support government, to cover for them. I'm not calling to remember, I'm telling you because I have friends, I have people in politics. They have people in their payroll that do this for them. I'm telling you the truth. Just take it. I'm just telling you. I'm not saying America is part of them, but I'm telling you they have people that does that job for them. I'm telling you, just to give them good image outside. So if you're attacking the government, you see them, they just come on and try to speak this grammar, to try to twist things. And make you see when somebody tries to defend the indefensible, you keep to sound as if you sound out of this world. I don't want to use foul language, but when you try to defend this government, if you go to listen back to what you are saying, you are sounding, people will just look at you, this person normal, try to defend the indefensible. This is what is happening. How can somebody come out in a public space and support this government? It's unbelievable. And tomorrow we say we want a better Nigeria. You see the problem. How do you want a better Nigeria when somebody can see something like this? Look, because they're not giving us news. In Anambra State, do you know that people died in this flood? The people that are trying to rescue, the boat capsized. People died, almost 76 people. They've not used, but news will not carry it because they say don't say it out just to cover the news. So people will not stay. They can't. You're going to rescue people in a water like you didn't go with life jacket. And you know that people don't know how to swim. And you say that is the government. So this is the problem. This is the problem. We have a long way to go in Nigeria. If somebody can sit in a comfort place abroad, and that's why I say I pity the poor people living in Nigeria. I pity for them, honestly. Because if people can come out and support this, as they are dying in their numbers as a result of poor management, poor healthcare, everything is poor, and somebody is coming to defend the same government that, look, they are doing well, they're okay, they don't have money. And we are seeing these people stealing billions, trillions of naira every day. It's
terrible, my brother. It's terrible. It's terrible.
It's terrible. Honestly, we should have conscience, please. We should just have conscience. human conscience. That's why Emma, each time I come here, I tell you that we don't value humanity. I keep saying, anytime my first statement, anytime I come and say, until Nigerians start to put humanity first, that's when we start to move forward. If we put humanity first before material things, we'll start moving forward. We don't think of human beings. We just think of what we want to gain, material things. What is all these material things? When God created this world, God created humanity first. That's why every nation in this world, they put humanity first. That's why they are moving forward. But when you put all these material things first, you can never, ever move forward. Because these are the people that will build your nation. Those human beings are the people that will build a nation. So this is what I'm saying. We need to, please. People are suffering, people are dying. You can't come here and be defending the indefensible. Please, let's think of those poor people in Nigeria. We are outside, we are comfortable. We know how the system works. I have children here, my children, they are comfortable. Sometimes you just see money in your account. You wonder how, what for? Not that they'll tell you it's for the children. You just see, are you wondering? Isn't it the same God that created this government in this country, that created us in Nigeria? Is it a different God? But you see the way they take care of people, and we sit here in abroad, when we are enjoying all these things, and we're coming to talk, our government is trying. Nigeria is a very rich country. Very, very, very rich country. Nobody can come here and say Nigeria don't have money. They have money. All the money they've stolen alone can take care of the whole of West Africa. I'm telling you. So please, people like Emeka, please don't come here and play with people's intelligence. It hurts people. If all those people in Nigeria now, if they have data to listen to what you're saying, as they are dying in their numbers, honestly speaking, they will pray bad prayer for you. Because I'm not, please, let me not come here and be saying all these kind of things. Please, this government is not doing well. It's okay.
Right.
Okay, let me talk about the Tenny of the girl. I commented that she didn't do anything wrong. She did the right thing. And Buhari will always come that he doesn't know that Nigerians are not happy with him. At least that alone will show him that Nigerians are not happy with him. Let him know. So every time she said she thinks that Nigerians are happy, Nigerians are not. She shows. She didn't shake the president. This is what, if our celebrities, all of them can come out and be doing all these things. This is what celebrities does, every other country. When the government is not performing, celebrities come out to show them, to let them know they are not doing well. If celebrities can come out, yes, the common man will not have hope. Yeah, our celebrities are doing this thing for us. But this is what I'm saying. So she did, to me, I don't see anything wrong with what she did. She did what you had to do to show anger that look, you're not happy. When kids come outside to protest, we forget things easily. The kids, just 2020 here, people were shot dead, carrying Nigerian flag and singing national anthem, and somebody's coming here to praise this government. It's a terrible thing. And Tenny is just showing her anger because some people have not forgotten those that died 2 years ago. Some people have not forgotten. Their family is there still grieving. So this is, she had to show her anger. I commend her for that. This is the thing. Okay, look at our military man hiding bullets. You can see a country that we have. Why is he hiding? Because he wants to sell those bullets. Because they are not taking good care of them. This is what is government. They only think of themselves and their family. This is what's happening. Please, Emeka, I beg you. Bro, Nice always say, two Naija is the same thing. They come here, they try to defend this people. Please, people are suffering, people are dying in Nigeria. I know how much I spend every day to send to them, to at least to survive, to live, to feed. I know how much I send to these people. I work here, not because of me now. My family here, they are being taken care of. My children are being taken care of. Honestly, government look after them. But the money I work here, I send it back home to take care of these people. So please, Emma, I'm just angry. That's why I came on. This thing is, when I listen to this, I go crazy. I want to go mad. Thank you.
That's why I came here as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Michael. Thank you. Yes, I think I do have an idea how you feel. I mean, at some point I had to interject King Emeka because I was just feeling so uncomfortable on my seat. But you see, this is why we have each and every one of you to say it as it is. But thank you to each and every one of you for your submission. Chukshu says Tenny was the bravest girl there yesterday. Okay, people are still applauding her. Say this man needs to know everybody is going there to shine it with him to make it look like all is well, we are happy. But this is one person who has time, influence, money, connection on her hand, but she still used that opening, that window that she had to remind the president that, some of the youth, a large number of the youth are not very, very pleased. All right. Engineer Ken, I think. Yes, Engineer Ken is still on here. Hi, Engineer Ken. How are you doing today, sir? Engineer Ken? Okay, Engineer Ken is not on here. We'll take a few comments.
Emma, sorry, can I use 2 minutes to buttress my point and clarify? I'm not saying Nigerian does not have challenges.
Kingmaker,
Yeah.
please, can we work with a minute?
Okay. Yeah, 1 minute. That's fine for me. Nigeria, just like every other country, has challenges. In Canada, we have challenges. In the United States, challenges. In the UK, they are suffering, and in Europe, an entire continent is suffering from high energy costs because of the war in Ukraine. Many people don't know how they are going to afford heating in winter. I don't know. For those who have experienced winter, you will know what it's like. That's what the government is trying to look. How do we in Europe, a continent, not just a country, is looking at how do we address this issue. Nigeria is faced with multiple challenges, I agree. Insecurity, high poverty levels, high unemployment levels. And also, we also have a huge population. I'm rounding up. We could all be emotional and angry. I keep hearing Nigeria is rich. I fell into that bracket thinking my country is rich. No. Nigeria has resources. Many are untapped, like the minerals and the mines. The oil is even depleting. Customer preferences, and even in Europe, they've signed to move into electric vehicles, which means the demand for oil will go down. And everybody is signing up for clean, renewable energy to keep the environment going. So we are not a rich country. We are a country with resources, but we are not rich. When that realization came to me, because I have reviewed the budget, and I know what's happening. That's why I speak the way I'm speaking. Given the amount of money we spend on a year-to-year basis, I think the government is trying its best. Yes, we have challenges. People are stealing money. We have insecurities. The military is probably compromised, or some are trying to do their best. We have challenges, but the country is still trying to solve the problems. Even in our personal life, we experience challenges, and we still try to resolve that. The country will continue to experience these challenges, but we are moving in the right direction, if you ask me. A lot of people were angry with Obasanjo during his time. Oh, Obasanjo was it. But Obasanjo remains the best civilian president we've ever had. His administration moved us from a 0.5 GDP to 6.93 GDP growth. At some point, it was 13% in 2012. Everybody was angry with what's the guy who died? What's his name? Yaradua. Everybody's still angry with Goodluck Jonathan. Everybody is angry with Buhari. Everybody will still be angry with the next president, whether it's Peter Obi, whether it's Atiku, whether it's Kwankwaso, whether it's Tinubu. We're always angry with our leaders, but we do not even provide solutions. Or many of us do not provide solutions. All we do is complain. That's why I said, what are you doing for Nigeria? If you know you have solutions, provide it. If you don't have solutions, keep quiet. Stop complaining. Thank you.
Thank you to Kingmaker. Thank you. And a big thank you to each and every one of you on the comment section. Okay, there's a question here, and this is by Mr. Kennedy. Mr. Kennedy, thank you for being on this broadcast, by the way. Good day to you, sir. It says, were we not promised 1 million jobs every year? Why are you not challenging the government on renegating on their promises?
All right. Yeah. You see, what I said it in, I think, the afternoon program. That's the game of politicians everywhere in the world. Overpromise and underachieve because they want to get into power.
Okay, but Earlier, I remember asking you, but if you saying that the ones that are poor and they shouldn't blame it on the government, and I proceeded to ask you this question.
No, I
Have
didn't.
the
I'm
gov-
not saying
have they made,
don't. Okay,
please
proceed.
allow me. Have they allowed Nigeria to have they prepared a soft landing for people to run their businesses like the SMEs? Lots of businesses are closing. I asked that question because personally, I know people who have had to pack up because of the new rules or laws that the government, have put in place. See, the power alone. Right, people are paying as much as $500,000 naira for office space. So, I mean, if you put all of these things together, how has the government?
But in terms of that, when you speak in business, we could go 24 hours on this debate, and I'll very well clarify you where the business challenges are.
Because I do not want us to go 24 hours, Mr. Mika, because I don't want us to go 24 hours on this, I think we shouldn't.
I'm just saying that $500,000 for an office space has nothing to do with the government.
But no, $500,000 is not for the office space. I'm talking about power, light bill, monthly.
Power is one of the challenges we have in the country, and I think each administration, including the Buhari administration, has failed to resolve the power issues in the country. But again, there's good news. The government has realized that they can't cater. Where I am currently, power is being provided by the province, which is an equivalent of a state. But a province is usually bigger than a state. And even within the province, there are now regional power boards that provide power. So the federal government cannot do it. I think what the federal government has done, and I believe is the mistake from the past in terms of from the military interjecting into our and creating that government gap and injecting cues, and there's not this disconnect. If we had remained a democratic country from 1960, I believe we would have made huge leaps and bounds. There would still be problems, but would have made huge leaps and bounds. Let me land. Sorry, you can call me, don't worry. Now the government has said, I'm rounding up on power.
No. Please, just a minute. Mr. Naija wants to talk, and you would have to hold on for that, please. Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you.
Good day, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, Iman. Thank you very much for the good job. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. I appreciate you all right here with us now. Okay, I wanted to come in because I've been listening to Mr. Emeka. Mr. Emeka, you have started again, to be honest. You have started again. Like I've always said, everybody are entitled to their opinion, but when you have to turn your back on the suffering Nigerians and be fighting for the satanic government, then that baffles me. Yes, because these are the things that I cannot really accept, because to be honest, I don't know why. I've asked you the other day why you choose to be protecting the government. I'm very, very happy that some of my brothers came in to counter you. People like Collins and others, the good man. I appreciate that, but to be honest, Mr. Emeka, I don't believe you think you are talking to gullible Nigerians here on this platform. There's nothing you can tell us about Nigerian government. We all were born inside the suffering that we all are facing today. We understand how it is, and that is what we only have one experience when it comes to Nigerian government. Only one, not even two. And that one experience is pains, suffering, not just pains, excruciating.
Can you provide more context to those?
Mr. Emeka, don't interrupt me, please. We don't need evidence for you to show to you that we all have been governed by satanic government all these years. In fact, since the country was created, none of them is good. And on your previous delivery, you were saying that they shouldn't be generalizing government are not good, they are stealing, they are this, they are that. I don't know what you're talking about, because sometimes it looks like you're just talking on your own and the only supporters you have is the government. Yes, because if you look at it, you cannot be right amongst everybody that is against you. Do you think everybody is ganging up against you? Or do you think everybody just think, okay, the Emeka that is talking, we hate him, we are from his village, or okay, let's attack him? No. You can't be saying the government have been stealing our money, we know this, and you are saying there's no proof that should bring evidence of that. What are you talking about? What kind of evidence do you want people to bring for us to know that this government have been extorting us since the creation of this country? To be honest, Mr. Emeka, although you are not committing any offense that is against our platform, which I don't have any problem with that. But I want you to know whenever you are giving these deliveries, people are listening to you. For example, when you were talking, it was only 3 of you on this platform. The host, Ima, you, and Brother Nice. But for you to know people are listening to you, you see a lot of people came in. That means this platform is owned by everybody. They came in and they countered it. They got the message straight that no, you cannot be calling Nigerians unpatriotic. That is an insult to the Nigerians that be suffering. So, like you claimed you live in Canada. If you live in Canada, you're talking like this, it baffles me a lot. If you were in Nigeria, you're talking like this, I might say, okay, all right, since in Nigeria and there's a proof that it lives in Nigeria, that's not a problem. You live in Canada, you're talking like this, and you are doing comparison between Nigeria, Canada, UK, and other developed countries. I don't know what is happening, man. So, Mr. Emeka, please, I want you to have a rethink sometimes, because I know you are working for the government, you are fighting for the government, you are here to defend the government. The government have noticed, and they are aware, they are following us. They already know that this platform is totally against them. So I believe you're one of the people that they brought out to say, okay, go there and always help us to counter them whenever they're talking about us. And then that's the job you're doing. But that's fine. According to the Constitution,
you made an allegation against me. I think I need to speak. I don't work for the government.
No. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. If you don't work for the government, please hold on. If you don't work for the government, you can counter that. But the way you speak, you put us in a corner to believe that you are working for this government. If you are not working for them, I don't see any reason why you should be defending the satanic Nigerian government. The same people, there's a video that Ima played earlier on where a military man, carrying lots of bullets to betray his fellow military men. You've never commented on it. You've been here since. You've never commented anything, positive about that video. Why is it that you are always here? People should show evidence who is stealing. People should show evidence who is stealing. Alison Maduke is staying in the United Kingdom, where I live as well. Till tomorrow, all the billions and everything they have been confiscating from her and all that, what have you have to say about that? But you still have the guts to say that they should provide the evidence of those that is stealing. Abacha stole all our resources. Till tomorrow, every part of the countries, European countries, are still returning our weight. You've never commented on that. You are still waiting. Oh, we should show evidence. Many of them. Is it no surprise to you to know that the money that only one person is stealing, only one, we have lots of them ruling us. You are saying, what can we do for the government? What are you doing for the United, if for real you live in Canada, to the Canadian government? Everything in the Canada have been structured. You came in and you are enjoying it. Mr. Emeka, please, you are not committing any offense that will make me to say, okay, Mr. Emeka is against our rule, but I just want you to have a heart. And sometimes when you are giving your deliveries, you need to think. It just looks like you don't listen to yourself. It looks like you think you have sense more than everybody that is watching you on this platform. I bet you on your deliveries, 98 or 99% will be against you. Only 1% will join you. Probably that 1% will be working with the government as well. We know these people. Please, I thought I should come in, to let the people know here that whatever you are saying is not aligning with the plight of the people.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. But I just want to clarify.
Mr. Emeka, you have 30 seconds.
All right. I don't work for the government. I'm not a government official. Yeah, just like what you said. They are poor Nigerians. Yes, I agree with that. Nigerians are suffering. It's not something we can discount or ignore. But again, I used to think in that light. Why is what is happening? That's what when I say provide evidence, I'm not saying people are not stealing funds. Yes, I know, I'm very aware. I read it.
Then why are you looking for evidence when you know that all of them, literally almost all of them are stealing? 95% of all of them in power are stealing.
We generalize a lot, right? We generalize a lot. I can't accuse, like now, if I say Naija Watch, you are stealing money. What evidence do I have to say that you are stealing money?
Yeah, but before people can accuse Naija Watch of such thing, they must have at least an evidence or something.
That is what I'm citing. Now, when you are saying steal money, you called Madwukwe. Yes, she stole money. The accountant general, yes, he stole money. Abacha, yes, he stole money. Who else can we mention? That is the kind of statement I would want us to speak on. Not saying if you don't have evidence that Buhari has stole money, don't say Buhari. If you have evidence, tell us. You are educating us. But if you don't have evidence, how do you come to such conclusions?
Nigerians don't need any evidence with the kind of suffering that we all are facing today. All the government must be accused equally, all of them. Because as long as we don't see any of them go to prison, Emeka, how many of them do you know that is in prison today? Even though the EFCC have proved that they stole, tell me, mention 2 that is in prison as we speak.
I think the former governor of was it Plateau State went to prison. Who again? I will try to remember. Give me a few minutes so to recollect.
You are thinking of those that went to prison when EFCC have accused more than 200 of them.
You say the problem now. If you want us to speak about the latitude and the ineptitude of EFCC, we can speak about that. The EFCC conversion, the winning conversion rate is poor.
Mr. Emeka, we need to move on to the next person now.
Thank you. Fine, but
please, Naija Watch. Good afternoon, sir. Please, you have a simple question, sir. Please, sir.
Okay, Mr. Tony, go ahead.
Thank you very much, sir. So, Mr. Emeka, just because it's not yet my turn to speak, I just wanted to just talk to some of your class people. Because you said that you are Igbo, I'll be telling you that you are not from, that you are an Hausa man. But can you just prove me wrong by speaking to some of your Igbo people? Because it is very, unusual for an Igbo person not to speak his or her language. But for us, for the Edo Delta, it is not compulsory because we don't usually speak because we have got so many dialects in our area, so we are used to broken English. I just wanted to just prove people wrong that you are actually an Igbo man. Thank you, sir. Talk to somebody there.
Anyway, I don't know how to dignify what your speech is. I'm an Igbo man. You cannot take that right from me.
Prove us wrong now. Prove us wrong by speaking an Igbo person to anybody on the platform.
Speak to me. I can give you my number. I think that's wrong. For you to cast.
It's not wrong because your intonation is not showing an Igbo. Because you just call you.
Yeah, that's because of
I don't want to call you
and where I've lived.
Mr. Tony. Tony. Yeah, with all due respect, I want to speak Igbo to Emeka. Emeka.
Thank you.
KJ, Kebino.
I'm in Canada.
I'm okay. I'm in Canada. Kekume.
I'm real, yeah.
Hello?
I'm doing well, Ogao. Please proceed.
You're doing well. Okay, so he's an Igbo man, but the only thing that Emeka is a biased Igbo man. Emeka is a biased Nigerian that is being sponsored by the politicians to beat their beat in this platform. Mr. Emeka, I prove it to you today that you are benefiting from this fraudulent Nigerian government. You are either the one that is helping them to mortgage our money from Nigeria to Canada to keep, or you are the one helping them to bank everything that they are stolen in that country in Canada. Or you are the one that is helping them to bring their children to Canada to go to school. Or you are selling properties for them in Canada. One of those things, that is what you are doing, and that is what you are making benefit from them, and that is why you are supporting them. When people are dying every day, when the Fulani X-Men are killing humans every day, when the Boko Haram are killing people every day. In my own state, about 8-9 months ago, a 78 years old woman was raped by 8 Fulani X-Men. After raping her, they beheaded her.
Just become okay. Now let me explain.
No, you cannot tell me be calm, my friend.
Be calm.
You cannot tell me be calm. How will I be calm? I'm not a coward like you. Emeka, I'm not a coward like you. Why will I be calm? Why will I be calm when people are dying every day?
After they destroy their country, they are part of the country, then they'll come and be blaming Awolowo.
You cannot have
after they have sucked the blood of the people. After
you are.
Sorry, Kenneth. Sorry, Regina Ken. This set of Hope Uzodinma and Azikiwe and Co. All these Igbo people, they will destroy their place. They will betray their people. They will send themselves to the north, and they only to be blaming Enahoro and Awolowo later.
It's okay, guys. See, I understand.
Yes, and the Naija is also one of them. Naija.
I understand that.
You don't understand, Emeka. If you understand, you own the apology. You own the youth Nigerian apology.
That's fine. You want me to do that? I can apologize.
Gullible youth were being shot.
I can apologize, right? So my view is I am a solution-oriented individual, right? I don't keep wallowing in complaints and keep dwelling myself in problems. I would rather want to see how do I solve this, right? Now you ask me, I have a business in Nigeria. I visit Nigeria, okay? Now I'm
so sorry. I've spent so much time on you already. I have to move on. We have a couple of other people in the house and they have to speak.
All right,
so please move on. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you to those on the comment section. I see you right there. Mr. Engineer Ken, I reached out to you earlier, but you were not available. But since we have you now, you have the floor to give your submission, if you haven't already.
Hello.
Yes, Engineer Ken.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really want to talk to this guy, Emeka, man. I'll be hearing about him. He has been famous on this platform. You know, Emeka, I don't know your achievements. I don't know your achievement in Naija Watch platform, but I will assure you, you are messing with a wrong platform.
We keep, you see.
Hold on, Emeka. Emeka, when you were talking, we gave you an audience.
All right, proceed.
So please give me an audience too.
Well, I just don't
if you don't want to listen to nobody, then you will expect anyone to listen to you.
Proceed.
So it's my turn to talk, and you have to give me an audience.
Proceed.
Thank you very much. Emeka, you are not the only one that owns business in Nigeria. A lot of us that you see here had business in Nigeria. I want to use the CEO of this platform for a case study. This man went to Nigeria to open a media house in Nigeria. You know how much he spent every day for gas, for diesel? Every day alone, you know how much? That money can be channeled to something else. If your principles, the people that the clique you belongs to, the people that finance you, if they do the needful, you know, and you're telling me that we don't have no proof. What about the ship that were bombed yesterday or day before yesterday in that Delta region that was stealing oil for over 9 years? So that alone is not a proof for you. And the oil theft by the federal government, and those secret pipes that they were busting by the federal government, they have an underground pipe that they laid from my own place, from Delta region, all the way down to Nigerian Republic. You know how many miles is that? You know how many kilometers is that? You know how much is that to lay a pipe? You know how much is one pipe? You know the distance. You know how much that will cost you. And that were financed by these Fulani killers. And you're telling me that we'll have no proof? My friend Emeka, you're supposed to stop existing as a human being. If you can talk down at your own people, If you can talk down at your own people that they are shot at every day, they are killing every day. You see all those things in social media. You see all those things in everywhere you go to. People are dying of hunger. There are homeless people everywhere in that country. When you look at their eyes alone, you are so afraid to look at their eyes, because the whole eyes is red of blood. There's no hope for food. There's no hope for shelter. There's no hope for medication. Emeka?
Yep.
For real, you disgrace us. You live in Canada, you have disgraced more than 1 million Nigerians that live in Canada. You are a disgrace to more than 1 billion Nigerians that live in North America. And none of the Nigerians that live in the diaspora. For we to hear you speaking up like this, backing up these people, saying that we have no proof to prove them. What else do you know? What kind of proof do you want again? The formerly ESC chairman, Magu, you know how much that guy stole? Over $4 billion that he stole. Magu, because that is a Fulani man, that guy was no charge. Where is he today? He's in his house enjoying. And the next thing, the so-called Buhari gave him another appointment again to work.
Was that the EFCC chairman or was that somebody else? You see,
that was an EFCC chairman. You know that very well, Magu.
You proceeded to insult me, but I'm not.
No, my brother, I have every audacity to talk to you sarcastically, to insult you, to point your sarcasm the way I like, because you insult my people, because you insult my family, because you insult our generations and generations yet unborn. I live in the United States of America. When America passed the law, they are not passing the laws for we right now, passing it for children yet unborn. You come to North America, you live comfortable. You have light 24 hours. You have water 24 hours. You have everything in your bed call. If you are so sick, you call 911. The ambulance will be dead less than 5 minutes to take them to the hospital.
Okay, sir. Please,
the money that one senator make in Nigeria, $30,000 in a month. That's a salary for a graduate in America for you for 1 year.
Sir, please. First and first.
No, it's not your turn to speak.
Now, you
Emeka, it's not your turn to speak. I am still speaking, Emeka.
You are rambling.
Emeka, I am still
all over.
speaking.
We have a topic for the day. You are rambling.
Emeka, it's none of your business, Emeka. This is my time, and I will use it for any topic I want to use it for. So my topic right now is all about you. And if you cannot hear me, you delete yourself. You block yourself from hearing me. Because enough is enough. You always come to this platform to cause chaos. You always come to this platform to lie against us, to support this devilish government, to back them up. Why? What is your profit in it? What? The Bible says, what will it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul?
Now, hold on, right? Let me just ask you this. Would you give the government its credit when it has done well?
What credit have they? What credit have they done?
Reasonable
what
here.
credit will you give to them? What well have they done? What well have they done?
Is a question. Address the question.
Emeka, let him speak. Let Ejinake speak, please.
Right. What well have they done? What kind of credit will you give to a government that have failed woefully? Security-wise, they failed. Medicine-wise, they failed. Economy, they failed. Agriculture, they failed. Every percentage of life, they fail. So what kind of credit will you give to them? And you live in a democratic world, and you live in a world that have greater tomorrow. You live in a world that have freedom for all men, equal justice for everybody. You live in that world. You live in that freedom. God damn it! What the fuck do you think you are, Emeka? Emeka, you are so lucky that you are in the United States with me. You know, you are still the ugly side of a man like me. You piece of shit. I rest my case.
Ejinake, please, you need to stop now. You have the right to counter him.
Mr. Naija, I'm so sorry. I know you don't allow this kind of a thing. I know you don't allow abusive word. But enough is enough for this dude, man.
Hold on.
For real.
Hold on. Despite that is the opposite of what we all stands for on this platform, but still, nobody still have the right to insult him. yes, please, we must follow the rules on this platform. Anybody can counter him. You can shout on him if you want, but nobody have the right to insult him. It's the rules of this platform. It's not for some set of people. As you know, that nepotism is prohibited here, and I'm against it. So, but Mr. Emeka, before I pass the platform back to Iman, you just said that if the government deserve a credit or whatever, if we can.
What I said is, if the government has done something well, do we?
They have never done anything well since
like
I was
what? Like the government
nothing.
has done some very well.
Nothing.
Give them
Nothing
credit.
at all.
The government has made funds, intervention funds for agriculture, for fertilizers.
Nothing is working in Nigeria, Emeka. Please forget those deceitful statements, please.
Okay.
Don't get me mad. Don't
Fine.
get me angry, please.
Fine.
Nothing is working. Absolutely nothing is working in Nigeria. I've been in Nigeria since November. Nothing, absolutely nothing is working. 1% credit, Nigerian government, the satanic devilish Nigerian government don't deserve it. Nothing is working. Everything they are doing is favorable to them. It's for themselves. What is working in Nigeria? In Nigeria, where you can kiss somebody in a public space, everybody else will run away, nobody to save the person. In Nigeria, where you will have an incident, no ambulance, nothing will help you. Nothing is working in Nigeria. In Lagos, there's no single road, there's no electricity, there's no security. We're not even talking about the rural area. What are you talking about? Please, don't push me. What credit did Nigerian government deserve? We're talking about United Kingdom government, Canadian government, American government, European government. Then I'll be listening.
Can I also ask you, just a simple question?
No, you don't ask me any question.
Uganda Jago is speaking. Let him speak.
I don't want to. Please.
The train that you push, pushing your train with a diesel in this 2022.
Yes, your turn, please. Hold on.
Yes.
Listen, this is what some people are doing on this platform. When we take action against them, they will be saying abuse of power. What are you saying? We give you warnings. Then tomorrow night, someone is going to come here.
It's your platform. If you want to yank me out, it's fine. But the point is, why would you want me to say what you want to hear? That's what you're saying. You are challenging me to.
Mr. Emeka, please, if you unmute yourself, I'll remove you. That's it. Because you are breaking the rules. When it gets to your time, you will talk. In fact, you have taken more minutes here than every other person here. But when we remove you now, we are going to see those satanic members of the satanic Nigerian government that will come here to say, oh, like that was abuse of power. Because we've been warning you since. Interjection, next, you will be removed. Wait, when it gets to your turn, you will speak. Engineer Ken waited here for so long when it gets to his turn. So you must wait. You are here every time to support the government and go against the citizens. That's fine. But one thing I want you to know, people are always here to counter you anytime, any day. Ima, over to you, please. Ima, are you there?
Yes, Mr. Naija, I'm right here. Thank you for that, Mr. Naija. Please, let's orderliness be restored in the house, please. And if you're speaking and you see that you have been muted, please, that is me respectfully, telling you to, please stop talking or wait for your turn. So please do not unmute yourself, please. Thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Tony, how are you doing today, Mr. Tony? I see you've already introduced yourself to the house, so please just take it away with your submission. You have just 2 minutes, please. Time is fast against us, so please, 2 minutes, Mr. Tony.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Thank you. I'm very sorry that this guy have to come and provoke our Oga Elvis today. Oga Elvis, good afternoon again. So, Mr. Emeka, please, you and Naija, to Naija, look, I know they do this one and they do. You say you get trained for Nigeria. Those train, only the images alone, it's like so horrible. That can you differentiate your Canadian trains with the aeroplanes, the designs? Because I'm living in Germany also. Just like us, I'm living, in Canada. Don't you see the type of structure that they call trains? Those gadgets, you know what I'm saying? You call those one trains? The train lines that have been built for us by the colonial masters? Is that what you are calling trains? Yesterday night, I listen to you guys. You know, I mean, it was the same thing every day. You and two Naija, you always come here to you know, to try to, you know, there's something could not the abuse now here. It's like you like to you know, say I'm living in Germany. I used to eat. I like blood, you know, sausage. You see that you like the blood of Nigerians on the black Africans. That's why you're coming here to defend the indefendables. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing working in Nigeria, and then you cannot just I mean, come here and then be you know, obstructing the platform. You know, I myself, I'm not for any political you know, like election, but when I come here, I have to tread it, you know, very softly, not to offend anybody here. But for you to go against our people, so you are just, I'm about to round up. Oh, you are just like 80% of the Igbo people. You know, who who are going against their fellow people because of money, ego, owo. So make you stop that. Oh, I beg. Think of the human beings that are suffering. And then meanwhile, Naija Watch is living in Nigeria with Alex. Whenever they come to the platform to speak here, nobody should challenge them because they are right there on the spot. They know exactly what is going on. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Tenny. I'd like for
Iman, please. I would like you to give me few minutes here because I want to take up to 5 calls because I can see a lot of people right there on the comment section have been indicating they want to call in. The number to call is right there on the screen. I'm only going to take 5. It's all going to be first come, first serve. All right, I'm here. I'm waiting for the first call right now. Only 5 calls I'm taking. It's going to be first come, first serve. The number is right there on the screen. Some of you already have our numbers because I got lots of missed calls already here. I'm not calling anybody back. Call in now if you want to talk and let me pick your calls. Although it's not an interactive session, you know, that's why we provided the link right there on the comment section. In case you want, you have anything to say, join the platform, you know. But still, let's talk to our first caller for today. All right. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. Where are you joining us from?
Hello, Mr. Naija. This is Kennedy. I'm calling from Japan.
Oh, Mr. Kennedy, Domo-san. Thanks for joining us, sir.
Thank you very much.
Go ahead.
Thank you very much. First of all, let me apologize for what is happening on the platform right now. There's a lot of, because of this, Mr. Emeka. I just want to suggest something. I don't know if you're going to like it. If you don't like it, you can share it. Is it possible for all panelists to show their faces so that we know who is talking and we know who is against the collective? This is what is happening in Nigeria right now, and what has been happening in Nigeria. The government has virtually failed in all the facets of the economy and everything about the country. So let us know people that are talking. Let us know who the panelists are, so that when we see them on the street, we should be able to recognize them. So like what Emeka has just done now, the whole world is angry, and we want to know who is speaking, who is for the government, and who is for the entire populace. Thank you very much. That is my suggestion. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. All right, I have 4 more to go. Please, before I say anything, call in right now and let's take it from here. All right, I'm waiting, or I'll hand over the screen back again to Ima, and then you might not be able to call in. You know, if you want to call in, because someone has been indicating right there on the comment section, please, can I call in? Can I call in? You can only call WhatsApp. I don't know if you are calling something else. You can only call WhatsApp on that number. The direct call is not working. You know, yes, I believe I support what Mr. Kennedy is saying, because I believe because a lot of people hiding behind the dark, they believe they can just say anything they like. You know, and we see most of these people on other platforms, you know, they bring out their faces and all that. You know, we welcome everything here. Doesn't mean you should abuse it. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from.
Yeah, hello, Naija. Good afternoon. I'm calling from the United Kingdom.
Your name, sir?
And yeah, I'm Ife.
Okay.
From United Kingdom.
Thank you. Go ahead.
I just want to speak with Emeka. I want to believe that, yeah, So I want to believe that you stay in one of the developed countries, and let us even take health care. We say our politicians, whenever they are sick or any of their family members are sick, the next flight, they come to these places, either in Germany, UK, Canada, America, for their health. I have a colleague that had his sister died. Do you know what happened in Nigeria? They gave her contaminated blood. Because of that, the father became hypertensive and died also. Luckily for me, when my own mother got sick, because we live close to the border, what we just did was we took her to Benin Republic so that she could get a good health care. Let me tell you what's happening in Nigerian General Hospital in Lagos now. You know, these are roadside nurses that we call nurse muiwa, all those roads, what's it called, private nurses. What they are doing now is they are attaching them to government nurses in the hospital. So whenever you go to a general hospital in Lagos now, it's a registered nurse who obviously went to a nursing school with all these nurses that go to all these private hospitals.
All right.
My question is, would you want any of your family member to receive such health care? Because I believe you are a parent. Would you want any of your family member to receive such? Thank you very much.
Thank you. God bless you. Thank you very much. All right. I think because of the two callers have taken much time, we are done right now. I can see somebody left us a comment right there, because a lot of people are very, very angry with Emeka. Faith Kes is saying that, Mr. Naija, if you are waiting for Emeka to break the rules of this platform before you remove him, then you leave us with no option that we are going to be insulting him, blah, blah, blah. I understand that we cannot always control everyone, but Emeka, you can't come here to think that you know better than everybody. That's the problem that you're facing right now. I want you to listen to yourself whenever you're talking. I don't expect anybody to be perfect. We all are humans, but you must remember that, since for me, this is coming directly from me. Since I was born, there's nothing good I can mention from Nigerian government. Not even one. There's nothing good. Because everything that we are enjoying today in Nigeria, was put there by individualisms, put there by you and I, not from the government. If you're in abroad right now, travel to Nigeria, spend 1 month, everything that you will enjoy, that you can recall on, everything that you can reference to when you go back to your final destination is going to be what a normal human being, Nigerians, created. The government failed. Not just that they failed woefully. Ima, back to you.
All right, Mr. Naija, thank you. Okay, a big thank you to Chidi Ume. Thank you for your super chat. Thank you so very much. God bless you, bro. Thank you very much. We'll be moving on quickly to, we have a lot of people still here. Mr. Chubuzo, how you doing? Please just take it away in 2 minutes, please.
Yeah, how are you? I'm just listening to all the whole argument everybody is making there. And the guy that spoke last time, everybody was attacking him. Don't forget that this platform is all about making your voice heard, whether good or bad one. Then the only thing the audience or the operators have to do is just to make a correction. It's not something that we are coming here to fight. Because if Buhari eventually appear in this platform, I don't know whether anybody who have a gun will shoot him. But anyway, the case is like that. We could have just listened to him and give him a correction. Nigeria is not a place any person who promotes Nigeria is making a mistake. Nigeria is a place things are not working, things are not done properly. Maybe the guy himself is one of the beneficiary of the Buhari regime, which is quite common. If you benefit, you have to promote whatever you benefit from. That is a common thing. But if he doesn't benefit it, then he speak good about them. I don't know what he's thinking. Nigeria today is not better than Nigeria we know as of 10 years ago, 15 years ago. You know, Nigeria have come from good to bad. Dollar today is going to 700 and something. So I don't know the courage whoever is promoting Nigeria today is having. I don't know the courage that will give him that courage to promote Nigerian government. Nigerian government have damaged, this current government have damaged Nigeria for good. And since the beginning of our democracy, which started as early as 1979, the first democratic government, which is Shehu Shagari, that was the only government that came and they make an impact. If you go to the history, every road that you manage to run today, every federal road today are done by Shehu Shagari. Then, and that project has been going on before the same government, this very Buhari came and take over. And since this government, this Buhari took over, Nigeria haven't found themselves since that time. So any person who go back to history will know what I'm talking about, those who understand where we are coming from. So I will encourage every panelist here, please, we mustn't come here and insult people. Here to Naija insulting that guy very aggressively. It's quite unfortunate, you know. We need to tread with caution a little bit, you know, give advice instead of, you know, giving that kind of insult. I know the guy can speak whatever is in his mind. We need to just give him a correction and give him instances instead of using it as a personal anger. It's not good because we are trying to build a democratic state, build a country whereby can.
I'm very sorry. You know, you have made some mistake there. Not to Naija. It was not to Naija at all. To Naija is another carbon copy of Emeka. So reframe that, please.
Okay. Okay. But his voice is like to Naija actually. Anyway, so okay.
Yeah, because both of them are wicked. They are, you know, they are bloodsuckers.
No. They have to voice out their mind. Don't forget that. That is why we have God, we have devil. So these two, they don't work together, but they will live together. You know. So everybody will come here, make their own demand, make their own voice heard. But it's up to us to, you know, romance it or, you know, take it the way we're supposed to take it, not too aggressive or insult. To insult somebody, I don't subscribe to that. You know, let us tread with a little bit of caution, with have respect to each other here. You know, so Nigerian government have failed Nigerians, and everybody knows that. The only people that Nigerian government did not fail is those that benefit heavily, massively from this current atrocity. Because this is atrocity government. It's not a government. It's an atrocity government. Anybody can witness it. Those who are living in Nigeria can tell you. Those who are living outside can tell you. So those people who are promoting the current government are making a mistake. These are atrocity government. They are not mean well for Nigeria. Look at what is happening in Delta State, where they are. Look at that vessel. Look at that magnitude of that vessel that come and steal oil. And this is the same oil that we are crying for, that we are not meeting our demand. Who is the governor of Delta State? Who is the governor? He knows all these things, but they still support the government they are benefiting from. You know,
Mr.
So, right? Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Yes, thank you for your time on here. That's as much as I can take from you. Thank you very much. I'll come back to you before our closing. Thank you, Mr. Nsibidi. How are you doing? Good day and welcome to the broadcast. Please, you have just 2 minutes to give your submission, so please take it away.
Yes, thank you so much, Mrs. Ima, and everyone that has spoken so far, including the CEO of Naija Watch, Mr. Naija Watch himself. Well, the thing is that I always say here, I don't know if anyone has noticed that, I always say that all these kind of opinions or people that, you know, have these views, they're everywhere online, you know, somehow, because I don't know why we are thinking that it should just be only us with the same And it has nothing to do with, contrary to what my brother Tony was saying, it has nothing to do with tribe or anything. It just has anything to do, it's actually about who is benefiting, you know. Even you, as angry as you are, you'll be surprised that they can bring somebody from your from your village or from your kings, from your clan or whatever. As long as that person will benefit, he will do the thing that they need them to do. Because there's no way. I've tried to analyze it in my own, from my own, standpoint. I've tried to see that, okay, what will make this person to have this kind of view and all that. The only thing that is making sense to me is that it can be ignorance. There's nobody in Nigeria, inside and outside, even if you're born abroad. There's nobody of Nigerian descent that will say that they are arguing for the government from a neutral angle, and they are for to kind of support the government. It's not possible. So it's definitely something that has to do with either someone is there are all those people, they are influencers. That's why I keep on saying that. And I'm not saying it because I hate the man or anything. No, I'm just saying that it should be expected. These people go all over, try to influence public opinion, public thoughts, and everything, and they try to put all those things so that, because they know what the platform is doing. Especially this Naija Watch, I think right now is the most kind of active and how do I say it? It's just kind of the most valuable platform right now, to discuss the issues that we are facing in the country online. So we should expect all of this. We should expect this. And talking about, initially I was like, okay, until the other man tried to speak Igbo with the brother, I was like, okay, maybe it's not, because anybody can call themselves any name online. But at the same point, even at that, it cannot convince me so much, because I've been I don't know if any of us have lived in the East. Me, I lived in virtually the 4 regions of Nigeria. So if you go to the East, there are people from, let's say, from the North, or even Yoruba. I've seen them speak few that speak clear Igbo, So it's not something that we can just hold that, okay, this man is definitely from somewhere. But in order not to go too deep into Mr. Emeka's saga or dilemma, I think we should just understand that there will be this kind of dissenting voices, and we should just maintain focus. I don't believe that anybody is ignorant. I believe that at this point everybody have chosen their path. So we should just, no matter what anyone says, you should just make sure that you stick to your own path, stick to your lane, and nobody can influence anybody right now. So that's just what I have to say.
All right, Mr. NCBD, thank you for your submission. Mr. Silvanus, how are you doing? Welcome to the broadcast. Please take it away. You have 2 minutes, sir.
Good morning, Emma. Good morning, Naija. Good morning, everybody. I wasn't going to come into this conversation this morning. I woke up, I turned it. I like to listen most of the time, and if I have anything to comment, I comment. But however, it got to the point this morning. Actually, I don't want to say this, but I said it. I went into the bathroom. I want to take a shower, and I already took off my shirt. And Emeka said something, and I logged in. If you remember, I logged in, and then I forgot. I remembered. I took my shirt off, and then I thought I logged out, because what this guy was saying was so infuriating and annoying that I don't know what the kind of heart he has. And I'm going to tell Mr. Elvis, with due respect, if Andrew had to be removed last Sunday for using profanity, this guy has done more than what Andrew didn't do anything close to what this guy has done to be banned from his platform. This guy, he looks like he has a heart of lion. He doesn't care about our people. All he cares is about himself. And if Emeka, please, if you are in Canada, if you're in Canada, and if you're in Canada and you're in Nigeria, I want to know why you're in Canada. Since you love Nigeria so much, and Nigeria is making progress the way you want it to make. I don't know how old you are. I'm not going to say I'm older than you, but I'm old enough. So, but I'm old enough to be able to tell you that I know Nigeria from the 70s, even before the war. I was born before the war. I witnessed the war to tell you that I know Nigeria very, very well. So what I'm saying is that if you know Nigeria as much as I know, you know that Nigeria is retrogressing, not progressing. Okay? So when in the 70s, where I lived, 6 o'clock in the evening, all the street lights will light up. All the roads were paved. Where are those things today? Those roads are gone. It's not motorable. We don't even have electricity anymore. Every yard in where I used to live has water, pipe one water. And that's public tap. All those things have disappeared. Emeka, my brother, if you say you're an Igbo man, because I am, how is that an improvement? So if you keep on coming to this platform to irate people, please stop that. If I'm not going to say you paid, I don't know if you paid or just the way, whatever the case may be. If you are comfortable with what is going on, just relax. You don't have to come to this platform to preach to us that this government is making a progress. We are not that gullible. We are not that gullible. We are intelligent people. I don't live in Nigeria, I live in the United States. And I've lived here more than I have lived in Nigeria. Why? Because Nigeria is not good. I know how old I am today. If I look at how I've lived in America more than half of my years, so I can call this comfortably my country. Why? Because Nigeria is not good. So why is that case? Why don't you go back to Nigeria if Nigeria is that good for you? Okay? And come here and stop distracting us. It's an insult. This is a big insult to come here and talk to us like we're kids. Please don't come here to propagate that Nigerian government is so good. I go to Nigeria basically every year. In my home, I have to provide my own electricity. I have to dig a borehole to provide myself necessities that government is supposed to provide. Is that progressing or retrogressing, Emeka? Okay? So please, if you want to respect yourself and if you don't want to be insulted in this platform, don't be coming here. And if you can come and listen. If you have to say something so that we can reason and say, you have said something that makes sense. And don't come here and try to play on our intelligence. It's very annoying. It's very insulting. Please, Emeka, you hear this. That's all the reason why I come here. Because I love my people. I love Nigeria. And I want Nigeria to progress. I don't hate anybody. I don't hate Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, whatever. I love everybody. But we have to work to make Nigeria progress. In this America, we live with people from all parts of the world live here, make America. I don't have problem with Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani, or whatever. I don't have problem with that. Shagari was a Fulani man. He was one of our best presidents ever. I love him. Okay, I left Nigeria during Shagari era. Okay, to tell you that I believed here so long. And Nigeria was wonderful at the time. Okay, so don't come here and preach to us that these devilish people who want nobody but themselves and their families are good people. Please stop that. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Silvanus. Thank you for your submission on this issue. Mr. Mika, you're asking why everybody's talking about you. Well, you said your submission was, I would say, yes, you are entitled to your opinions, but right now, with everything that is happening and with your submission, if these people are reacting, if the people are reacting to your submission, then I cannot stop it. I barely could even allow you to finish your submission because I kept interjecting with questions. So if people are coming on here to you saying that Nigerians are the most unpatriotic people, I even think that you need to apologize. Before I let the last speaker talk. I know you are there. I'll come to you, please, just a minute. I think we need to even begin before the end of the broadcast with apologies, but starting with you. First, for saying that Nigerians are unapologetic, patriotic. Nigerians are not at the most unpatriotic people. That would be very, very unfair. We have the military that are, that are being sabotaged, and they are being killed by bandits, and the government is doing nothing. I mean, they just secretly released over 100 Boko Haram members. So what are we saying here? So first of all, we need to begin with you apologizing. There are some other things you said, but that's your submission, and that's just about all right. But when you bring on the people of Nigeria with everything that we are going through right now, then I think that the people of Nigeria deserves, an apology from you. So can we please start from there? King Emeka.
You want me to speak after all the insult that have been melted on me? People coming onto the platform, I spoke on the topic of the day, gave my insights and my own opinion. People decided to turn me into the topic of the day, to insult me, mischaracterize me, make false allegations on me. When I keep repeating, I don't work for the government. If the government has done bad, I criticize them hardly. If they've done good, I give them the credit. I made my opinions and submissions on the topic of the day. But you have over 9 people, okay, I will exclude 7 people joining because of me and not for the topic of the day. How? I gave my submissions. I said this is what is happening. Yesterday, I spoke on the crude oil theft, and I said it is wrong and bad. But regardless, Tompolo and his men are now moving around and providing intelligence to the military. I will criticize the government if they've done something bad. The Buhari government has failed the country economically and with security issues. But where they have done well, infrastructures, road, railway, I will tell you, you have done well. That is how you treat a child. Do you keep criticizing a child? If your child is over, you praise him. If your child has done bad, you discipline him.
All right, King Emeka. I said let's begin. No, King Emeka, we won't be having a back and forth on this. I was very clear when I said that. Let's begin with you saying that Nigerians are not patriotic, and I'm saying with everything happening right now, Nigerians fighting for their lives right now. It would be an insensitive thing for you to say. So I'm saying let's start by you apologizing for that statement, not for the whole of your submissions. I mean, you gave your reaction. People gave their reaction based on what you said. So nobody's going to be held for anybody's submission on here. But when you come and generalize the people of Nigeria and say that they are unpatriotic, we will begin from there. Then we will take it on to the any other person that insulted you on the broadcast. I have the names down. So let's begin by you. We really don't have to go back and forth. If you don't see a reason for you to apologize to the people of Nigeria, just say you don't see a reason, and there'll be no need for the back and forth, sir. You don't see a reason to apologize, Mr. Emeka? All right. Okay, that's it. Then Engineer Ken.
Yes, Iman. How are you?
Okay. Oh, it's a good day going for me. Thank you very much. Okay, so you use some strong words on King Emeka. I know that's temperature rising and everything, but
Mrs. Zima, please remove the king. The king is turning my stomach when you say king. Just say.
All right. But Engineer Ken, I wanted you to, apologize for the
definitely. I would do the needful. The thing is this, Ima. You see, in this platform, nobody is bigger than nobody. Mr. Naija Watch has its rules and regulation, and we all have to abide in it. Even though it's my brother, but I still have to abide to the rules. Even yesterday when I said the only thing that will bring sanity and peace to Nigeria in the war, but you saw the way everybody, attacked me and drag me down. That no, that's wrong. You see, that's to tell you that the kind of family we have here. Our family are no nonsense family. We don't. If you are part of us, if you say what is not right, we will stroke you. and that is that. My apology goes to Nigerians, that have held me today and to see the way that I reacted. I react so bad because I feel the pains that we all are passing through. I feel the pains. We are here in abroad, in another man's land, living life, but we will live more better if our head is being straightened out, is being good. Our head is our foundation, is where we came from. Do you know that Nigerians in America works at least, if they don't have a job, 2 jobs. Some of them work 3 jobs. If you are a nurse, you have to work double schedule. 32 hours in one hospital, 32 hours in another hospital, 8 hours again in another hospital. Where all those money going to? 65% of those money is going back home for family, for relatives, for friends. It's just like that. So if Nigeria is straight up and Nigeria is being good, Nigerians will be the most wealthiest and successful people in abroad because we work very hard. You go to school, you still do 2 jobs. When I was going to school, I was doing 2 jobs while going to school. So we're all paying our dues. So it'd be so bad, like someone that would think that lives in the diaspora like us, that live in a Commonwealth country, Canada. Canada is the most lovely place you can think on earth. Canada has better healthcare than America. Canada, you don't need an insurance for healthcare. You get it free. You get it free. Canada have more program for success in Canada more than America. When Canadian government was giving in Canada during some of the COVID, America was not doing that.
All right, Engineer Ken. Thank you, but we have to move on. So please just do the needful so we can move on, please.
Hello?
Engineer Ken. Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so I said, please let's do the needful so we can move on.
Okay. Mr. Emeka, I'm so sorry the way I talk to you. What I was doing is right. But based on our family relationship, I'm really sorry for coming down at you. Please, I beg you. I want you to do more investigation about home. If your family are wealthy and there's no poor person in your family, try and look at other families, that are not like your family, that are struggling to survive. Look at that. Those are the failures of government. Like one of our brothers just said, Mr. Tony, that this time of life in the 22nd century, that Nigerian government are producing train that uses diesel to run. And these are the old trains that Chinese doesn't use anymore. That Rotimi and Mechi have to go to China and refurbish those trains and bring it down to Nigeria to use diesel. When people are making trains that use solar panels, that use solar, we have enough sun that can power the train. We have enough winds that can power the train. And Rotimi and Mechi went and brings diesel train. The whole money went into his pocket and his own clique pocket. You see, all these things, eyes can see them, ears can hear them, mouths are to speak about it and talk about it and condemn it. These are the failure of government. These are the failure of institution. And we, the citizens, we will refuse to fail like them. We have to encounter them. So it takes more. Yeah, just give me 1 second. You see, it takes more than a man to see Mr. Naija Watch for all these years, for over 15 years, putting this platform together, spending his hard-earned money that he labored for to create power to create energy, to power this platform every day, that you and I now have the opportunity to air our voice. So our voice, we have to speak it well so that we'll encourage our people back home. We'll tell them that we are with them, we feel their pains, we see them, we are supporting them in any way we can. So we don't have to displease them. We don't have to talk down on them. Please. Thank you, Naija Watch family. I rest my beat for now. God bless the United States of America, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Oba Atokbere, he said.
All right, thank you very much, Engineer Ken. Mr. Tony, you also used some really strong words on King Emeka. I'd like for you to recall that. Please.
Sorry, I could accept that as an.
King Emeka, please just hold on, please. Mr. Tony, please quickly do the needful so we move on.
Yeah, okay. He already said that no problem, that because I was kind of, I was not, abusing him. It's okay because I just like him to Mr. Tunaja. But meanwhile, I want to say hello to this guy that called from England, who was talking about the health, the medical facilities that we're having, that if make a thing that the government is functioning. That his name is Ife from England. So Ife, Bauni, how are you, man? Ekale, Then I want to say also, wait. So I want to say hello also to CBD, my brother. I did not abuse your tribe, but I said that we should support base now for Obi. I'm not for the political system right now. I'm against the political. But at least I'm expecting all the Igbo governors and state to keep their mouth shut, not working against Obi. If the Edo people that are the one try to make the rights out of the wrongs in the country. So the Igbo people should be 100% in support of this guy, or they keep their mouth shut. Not like how David Mahi, like this guy, Uzodima, so etc. And then only to.
All right, Mr. Tony, thank you. Thank you for dropping the mic. All right, move on. I want to say a big thank you to each and every one of you on here. Richard, Elahiho, how you doing? Jeku Obedient, thank you for being here. Johnson Emmanuel, thank you for being here. A big thank you also to Okemute. Uche, thank you for being here. Efrata, thank you. Bella Naomi, thank you very much. Kennedy, thank you so very much for being here. Johnson Emmanuel, thank you. I'm not sure I can do these numbers, but thank you to each and every one of you, especially to those that are watching live. Thank you so very much for being here, for participating in today's broadcast, and to my amazing panelists. Thank you for holding it down. Please, let's endeavor to have very civil conversations. It's okay. Variety is the spice of life, as you know this. So it's okay when people bring on their submission, here we are here to learn and unlearn. If we see, as we have done today, someone giving a rather misleading information, a part of it, let's speak up for it. So thank you to each and every one of you that has come out to do the needful today. I will be going back to my panelists, but please, I'll literally be counting. After 30 seconds, you are off. But before we get to that place where we give our final submissions, Mr. Hilary. Okay, Mr. Hilary, you've been on the broadcast for a very long time, so I'll give you 2 minutes, Mr. Hilary. Mr. Hilary? Or Lady Hilary, not sure which one it is right now. Okay, you seem not to be with us right now. So I'll come back to Brother Nice. Brother Nice, we've come to the close of this broadcast today. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you to each and every one of you. But Brother Nice, this is where you give your final submission.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Simon. Thank you so very much for this broadcast. I'm the scorekeeper, so I think there's somebody that left behind, Miss Emma. I think Sylvanus A. As I'm the scorekeeper, so I'm supposed to remind you of that. Sylvanus A. He has not speaking. He has not spoken anyway.
Yeah, I spoke already. Unless you want me
He has spoken.
Yes.
Okay. So what I just want to say is that we should try to keep it civil. We should not be angry with any panelist. They have their right to their opinion. Like me, I was not really satisfied with the submission of King Emeka, but I keep it civil with him. I told him I will not be angry with you. So it's his opinion. You understand? We all should learn to bear with. Everybody should not be. We should not expect that everybody will always queue to our view. They still have their own view. They have the right to talk and to express themselves. So nobody should be angry with anybody here. We are here to educate Nigerians back home. You understand? So we should try and keep it civil and let us do it in harmony. So God bless Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you so much, Ms. Iman. Goodbye.
All right, King Emeka.
I'm still here, please.
Just a question for you. Did I speak on the topic of the day? True or false?
Yes, you did, and that should be all the question. Please give your final submission. We've come to the end of this broadcast.
It's quite sad that people decided to throw insult at me, and when they were afforded the opportunity to apologize, they decided to speak on other things. I'm not angry with insult. I'm not angry with apology. It's their view. Yes, maybe I might have used some.
Okay, I'll be moving on to the next person, and I have Engineer Ken on here. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Ima. I wanted to say Mr. Ima. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I want to, Nigerians, don't relent. We are with you. Your struggle is our struggle. Your pain is our pain. Your tears is our tears. Your needs are our needs. We will do the best for you. And you have to do more by voting in Labour Party come 2023 in February in the next presidential election. Let Obi and Yusuf, let them be your candidates so that we can all take this country to the better life that you people deserve, that we all deserve. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria and God bless the United States. And may God bless Edo State. Oba Atokbe is Edo for life. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Engineer Ken. Mr. Tony.
Oh, thank you very much again for the opportunity. So I just want to say, I just want to remind the maker that those train when they see for Nigeria, those not be train. Those one are poto because modern day trains are exactly like aeroplanes. They just be like not only the wing now they don't get only the wing. And then as for the connection that is having is having with the government, the so-called government. It should use it to tell them that they should better spend those money, on infrastructure in the south, where the economic activities are actually at, not in the north, not in its northern part, because those money be wasted in the north is of no use to the to the country. They should channel those resources towards the infrastructures in this, in the south, where the economic, activities are taking place. Thank you very much. I don't want to take your time too much. Thank you.
That's very generous and thoughtful of you, Mr. Tony, and I really appreciate that. All right, Mr. Nsubidi.
Hello.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Nsubidi, your submission.
You wanted to just disappear. Well, thank you so much for it. Has been a very informative.
Okay.
And as usual. But what I'm trying to say is that I don't think anybody was really that insulting the man. But it's just that probably some people feel like we are still having debates all the time, debates and all that. And meanwhile, we are faced with existential crisis. We are faced with natural disasters, both the ones that have been propagated by so-called leaders, oppressors that are disguising as leaders. So, and we are seeing the pain, the suffering, of our people. Sometimes we might not say the things that we are going through as a people because, we don't want to bring all our information online. but we know some of the things that we go through because of the failed system. So when somebody now come and start making all these things, that person should not be surprised at all if everybody comes at him or her, you know. So at the end of the day, what I would just say is that we have to keep on, hoping for a better day, and also working hard to achieve it. The working hard is by spreading this kind of information, telling people, especially the older generations that feel like they already know how the thing works and all that. We need to keep on spreading the message, and let us be careful. I don't want us to be going too deep into this tribal whatever. It has nothing to do with all of that, because you're seeing even the north, some corrupt elements of the political class from the north. They want to retain power. What did they go and what are they doing? They went to the same south, Delta to be precise, to pick an Igbo man as a running mate. So we need to understand that this is just about these oppressors. Probably their stronghold might be from a particular region, but in total, it's just they are all the same. They can come from anywhere. So please let us be wise. As I always say, let us still continue shining our eyes as regards to all these online influencers. They are there. It's not superstition. I don't know why we think it's superstition. These people, they have agents everywhere. They will come. I'm not saying that Emeka is one of them, but I'm saying that they are there. You know, they will go there. Their job is to influence public opinion. Their job is to cause chaos. Their job is to divert attention. So let us be very careful. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Nsibide. Apologies to those trying to get access the studio right now. Sorry, we've come to the end of the chat. The chat is from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Nigerian time. Do well to join this evening by 5 p.m. on the discussion to continue. Maybe not this topic, but hey, we'll be back here by 5 p.m. So do well. 5 p.m. is just around the corner. So just turn on your notification bell if you haven't. That will help for every time Naija Watch goes live. You would be notified early enough. So please do well. Apologies once again. Let's move on to Mr. Silvanus. Mr. Silvanus, thank you. You've been very patient on the broadcast today because it's been a very long one. Thank you. And please say something to the good people of Nigeria.
Okay. I would say that we have spoken well to everybody here today. And make us understand that nobody dislikes you, nobody hates you. We're just trying to make our country better. We want positive ideas that will help our country, not the one that will continue to put us in shambles and our people suffering. It's not about hate or anything. Nobody dislikes you. I like you. I don't care if you're able or whatever. I like you, but please say something when you come to this forum. Please don't stir up everybody and everybody start talking about it instead of discussing the issue for the day. Okay. Emma asked you to apologize to Nigerians. I didn't hear you say that. Maybe you did. I didn't hear that. However, let's forget about the past. Let's the future be better, and let's talk about positive things that will help our country move forward. That's all I have to say. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Silvanus. Mr. Hillary.
Yes, please.
Oh, finally. All right, Mr. Hillary, I'll be here for another 1 minute. Let's get your submission.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, please, because I'm on the road. I just joined. I'm driving. That's why I'm having network issues. But anyway, thank you so much. And I've been trying to join this platform for a long time. But thank God that I'm in today. I'm joining from UK. Please, I just want to quickly say something. You know, when you write 6 in front of you, the person sitting opposite might be seeing 9. You know, we have different opinions, and for him, it's correct. Try to be a bit tolerant, you know, and try to correct in love at the same time. You know, I cannot bath a baby and throw the dirty water and the baby out. Let's please learn how to control our emotions when we are in public. Emeka, we don't know. Emeka is living and you know, likewise, us in UK, and we know what the tax money is used for. And Nigeria is opposite. You know, I believe that some of us lack empathy. I think that's one of the things I believe we lack. And let's please try and forgive him and move on. All I'm trying to say is that please let's support Obidati and let's move on to the next level for Nigeria. God bless you. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for that, Mr. Hilarion. Thank you. Please put your mic on mute, please. Thank you very much. All right, thank you for that, and thank you for sticking around. You were on for so long. Thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Yes, when we say we appreciate each and every one of you, our panelists, and to those on the comment section, and to each and every one of you, our subscribers, we do. We mean every word of it. Thank you so much for your time on here. Thank you for coming correct, especially thank you for coming correct. We've had quite a moment, quite a time on this broadcast, and I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. Please do well to join us this evening by 5 p.m. Nigerian time, and keep a date with us for our every broadcast. All right, we've come to the close. I don't know if Mr. Naija has anything to say just before we close the curtains. All right then.
No, Iman, that's fine. You can move on because we're coming live now in the next 1 hour. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Naija. All right, to each and every one of you, I wish you a good day. Yes, some of you are just like that. And to the likes of Mr. Kennedy, who is saying good night already, and Mr. Charles, I think these ones are saying good night. But to you, to us that our day is just starting, you all have a wonderful and an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow, but join us in another 1 hour for our discussions. Until then, bye-bye.